sight, but she looks like trouble. Her lips so kissable and poisonous. I know she won't be good for me, but I don't care, 'cause I know it's so rare for a guy like me to get a chance with a girl like her. And I won't waste that chance. 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 She got me like. Her looks, I assume they come with a price. She's smiling, but that may just be a disguise. I wanna say hi, but I'm scared she'll kill me. Could we? Will we? Would she? Probably not. But I don't care.
It is what it is podcast on multiple platforms: Anchor, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, Stitcher, Breaker, Pocket Cast, Spotify, and on iTunes. I already said it, but now here we go. You're going to the hospital, you got influenza, respiratory systems clogged, God forbid be in the hospital. You don't want to smell the people's taints and toe crud. You just want to listen to the Is What It Is podcast. So if you want to listen to the podcast, it's all on those platforms right there. And if you want to go on the link, just take a look at our quick sponsor, Touchstone Essentials. If you do take vitamins and you want to support the podcast, maybe make the switch to Touchstone Essentials. And people, today is just me and Jack the Bus. We are going to be talking about all things beta, all things DLC4, just having a nice little chat conversation. Hope you guys are having a great Saturday. This is It Is What It Is podcast episode 69. Let's get those titties, and we'll see you on the other side. Oh, Jack the Bus, you know, I would do a high note today, but hey, we alive! I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna miss a week without doing a fucking high note.
Maybe
Come on,
one of
Jack
these
the Bus.
weeks.
Come
Maybe
on,
like
Jack.
episode 100 you will.
Maybe episode 100. But Jack the Bus, I'm feeling a little tingly today.
Yeah?
I'm feeling a little
Yeah?
tingly.
Why's that?
A little tingly.
Wait, why?
It's episode 60 Jack the fucking
Is
Bus.
it?
It's episode
Is it?
69, chat people. Let me just say this first and foremost, okay? If I thought ever, when we were starting this podcast,
That we would make it this
we would
far.
make it to, quote unquote 70 weeks in, like doing this podcast. I would have thought by now I would have had.
I would have said put a bullet in my brain now instead of later.
I probably would have bet money that we would have either had a fight, we would have just been lazy and not done it.
We've had fights. Small fights.
What fights?
It's like small, like minute things.
I can't recall, Jack.
I could probably think of one if I tried hard
Yeah,
enough.
we didn't think of the topic today of how we argue with each other. We didn't prep that one. We didn't prep that topic. But Jack the Bus, episode 69. We're here. All you sexy bastards who came along the ride for all the podcasts that, you know, we've been doing. We started doing them live. I don't think it goes back in this book, but I think we started
16?
doing them live around the...
Was it like 16?
Yeah, we've been doing them.
around there.
We did pre-recorded ones not for that long of a time. We did pre-recorded ones like I don't know. How long did we do those pre-recorded
Our
ones? Like a
story did,
month?
like 16 episodes.
Not
Let
a
me see.
month. So if we were doing, I remember we did the full. We passed Easter. I remember. Yeah, so we had to do it for a good like 2 months or maybe 2.5 months maybe doing it just
Yeah.
recorded. What's going on? Basic training, Chad? What?
First live podcast was episode 22. So
22.
Wow.
4,
we
8,
have
12,
like
16.
4 or 5 months.
Yeah, 5. Wow, 5 months pre-recording. This was his podcast, and here we are now doing it live. And people, you know what's funny? I was trying to get another guest because I was trying to keep the rhythm going of guests on the show because we were having a great rhythm. But unfortunately, I type on Twitter and I'm like, who the fuck, like, you know, who haven't we had on in a while that it's still, you know, that would bring a lot of entertainment. And I type, you know, and I go on DM and I see Lex's name. I'm like, let me see what Lex is doing. Unfortunately, Lex was unable to do the podcast. I believe when we did it, was it last week that I asked him? Oh, no, it was definitely this week I asked him for. And he was like, mate, he goes, why am I giving him a fucking name?
That is not, yeah, that's Codename Pizza.
Mate, I'm doing a Gears of War stream or whatever he was doing, Rainbow Six or whatever he was doing, and I was like, all right, Lex, I just missed you.
Probably Gears of War for the release.
He said, anytime, man, I'll be on this podcast, but I just missed him. I just missed Lex for this week's podcast. But, you know what, it's fine, man, it is good. Jack the Bus, how's your week been going? How's life been treating you?
I have been living in pure hell the past 2 days, I'll tell you what. With Sony Vegas, I could not even explain to you the problems I've been having. Okay, I've used Sony Vegas for 4 to 5 years, I think. I've gone off without a hitch. I mean, of course, editing programs crash all the time. Vegas and Premiere, they always crash. I ran into like a problem I have never seen in my life this past week. I have a landline still.
Oh, wow. I remember, well, going back to the beginning episodes of the podcast, if you guys want to go all the way back, every podcast my house phone used to ring. Now fucking Jack the Bus is ringing. All right, go on.
So annoying. Anyways, I ran into a problem I've never run into. I made this entire video. I made an awesome video about like the Modern Warfare beta. I was making jokes. I was like turbo, dude. I was like standing up. I made a video of me standing up. I actually got up. I know, it was awesome. Edited the entire thing. Every time I tried to render it, it just wouldn't. Like, it would get to like 20% and it would just stop.
That's what happens. That's what happens to Vinny sometimes, but it would be only on like a certain percentage and it would stop, right?
Yeah, well, no, that's the thing though. It would stop at like 1, it would stop at like 20, and it would stop at like 50. It didn't make any sense whatsoever.
Vinny had that problem for a little bit.
I've tried rendering it like probably 100+ times with different settings. I've tried everything. So I eventually just got to the point where I was like, well, guess that video. I just got to scrap it. Like, I literally just had to throw that video away. It was rough. Huh?
What was it about?
It was about Modern Warfare, like the beta.
Oh, is that the video? Wait, did you get off when we were playing? Did you get off to make that video?
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yes, dude. That was like 3 days ago. I've been trying since then to get this video published. It's so annoying. So,
unfortunate.
I mean, sometimes you just gotta trash them.
I never had that problem with VideoPad. Maybe I can send you a link or something.
You also have like 2 transition options in VideoPad.
You know what I'm saying? False.
You also have 2 transition options.
I'll look it up right now. I'll look up how many transitions I have. Options of transitions. I'll look it up. I'll look it up. All right, so if I go to edit something, I have to put something in the track. So if I go and I put, like, for example, a picture of Milo's sexy ass, right? And I want to do some transitions. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Jack, it's going on. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46.
46 transitions in VideoPad?
Do people forget I had to pay for this fucking thing?
Did you actually? How much was it?
About like, I don't know, maybe $40.
That's not too bad.
It's all right. It was an investment at the time, you know. I actually know. Shout out to my man, my big man. Let me get the official name because I don't want to just
big man.
I don't want to fuck him up. No, but I did an interview. My big homie Jay, who works for Upstate New York radio station. I did an interview for him, and we were talking about. He wants to know basically like my like how I started and shit. And I basically told him, I'm like, and he asked me. So I'm like, what made you ask me what fucking editing software I use? I'm like, are you trying to buzz my balls or something? I'm like, did people tell you to ask me that question?
Because who told you I use VideoPad?
Because I'm like, you're not gonna understand what this is. Like, you're not even gonna want to know what this is. I'm gonna have to explain it. You have to buy it, and then he even knew it. He goes, yeah, VideoPad. And I'm like, wow. By the way, IWI t-shirt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, where's mine?
Not for sale. Your shirt's shipped, by the way. The turbo shirt's shipped. Turbo shirt's shipped. Yeah.
I'll check the mail
Turbo
today.
shirt,
Actually, today's
no,
Saturday.
not
I'll check
today,
them
not
all
today,
Monday.
not today.
Check them
Definitely,
all
I
Monday.
think we shipped them out like 2 days ago, so that you should probably get them,
This
sometime
week.
this week, sometime this week.
Yeah.
Mrs. G
excited.
and also Miss G8bit in the UK might take a little while. So if it's going to the UK, it might take a little while, Miss G8bit. But yeah,
How
no.
did it turn out?
Talk about the shirts, very cool, very nice. I'll show you them. My father modeled them. I
Did he
wore them before.
actually?
Just a simple turbo logo tee. That's why they were very cheap. I just wanted to make it simple. Simple t-shirt. If you guys want to know how to get them next time, they'll be on sale soon. They were on sale last time. Here's Papa Turbo. He wants to be on the show. Here you go. There's Papa Turbo.
Aw,
There's my screen
beautiful.
cracked. So that's my screen. It's my screen
You
being
cracked your
cracked.
screen.
What do you consider upstate, Turbo? Please don't say Albany. Upstate is like, I gotta go. I have to see mountains. I gotta see like the Poconos. I gotta see like skiing. I gotta see like no stores for like 2-4 mile radius. Like that's my upstate New York for me. That's it. Mafia delivery and Turbo. Yeah, I have a guy coming to the UK. I have a guy coming. But Jack the Bus, the beta came out. If you guys have enjoyed the beta came out. I believe the 13th it came out. Not yesterday. No. 2 days ago. The 12th.
3 days ago.
3 days
Oh
ago?
wait, was it 2 days ago?
2 days ago, yeah,
No,
2 days
12 yeah, 2 days ago.
2 days ago. They came out 2 days ago, the beta, and hope you guys are enjoying it. Let me know right now in the comment section and the chat, guys, right now, how you guys feel overall about
New
the beta.
update's out.
New update is out. I'm just going to give my full breakdown of what I feel about the beta. Jack will give his, and then we'll talk about the shit that's going to go on, or is going on right now with the beta. So far, the beta... It's good. Like I understand completely what you said before when I didn't play the 2v2, when you said it feels like the most different Call of Duty we've had in a long time.
Yes.
And that feels right away, you get that feeling. It feels like the most different, the most it feels like it's on a new engine. It feels like
it blew your mind and it blew Pac's mind whenever I said you can double click the left stick to spread. You guys were like, "Excuse me?"
But now what does that mean?
this?
The left stick, double click it up or double click it to
So
the left?
when you click it running forward
Yeah.
to sprint, if you do it twice, you run faster.
Then that's when they lift up the gun, right? And then
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right.
But
That to
blew
the
Pac's mind.
Yeah,
Told
oh
him
my
about
god,
that.
I have an hour of recording of us playing with Pac. I want to get an hour recording of me playing with my friends, and I want to do like a best of week 1 or whatever of the beta, bro. There's just I was watching the clips. There's just a lot of that's bullshit. He's fucking camping. What the fuck, man? There's a lot of that.
Yeah.
Where's the minimap? You know how many times I think the game's ending when the minimap disappears? I'm like, oh, game over. But then it's like, nope, the minimap's just done.
See,
get 2 more kills to get the minimap back. But
That's
guys,
the
they
whole
updated
thing
it
right
today.
now. It doesn't bother me that much. Maybe it's because I played so much hardcore in BO3 and
without a doubt,
BO4.
that's the reason.
I just literally it could not affect me any less if the minimap's not in the game. But people are on Twitter freaking out, no minimap. This isn't COD. This is awful. Everyone's camping. I'm like, dude, this is COD.
Yeah,
People camp.
Game
COD.
is filled with campers. I do see that also too, because it's a new game and it's a beta. There's gonna be a lot of people like, oh, I'm so scared to. What do I do?
Yeah, once people get confidence, they'll play more. I really just think it's a freshness thing.
Yeah.
I like it so far. I think it's dope.
I think the beta is cool. I think the beta is cool for the fact that it's just different. It's not just but it is a beta, and people are saying let me get my full breakdown. So overall, I like it. It's a great game for a beta. They are working on a lot more stuff in the beta, so they are making updates and stuff. And just the main point I wanted to get across with this beta is that people need to slow their roll with their opinions on this game, because first of all, it's a fucking beta, so let's just calm down with that, okay? It's a beta. So when you want to say, oh, this isn't balanced, I'm not buying the game, it's the fucking beta, people.
Yeah.
It's the beta. When you want to complain about campers and you want to say you uninstalled the beta because of campers, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
I just don't get that point of it. But then when you want to make criticism and stuff, yeah, of course. Because when we made criticism, and I was watching TP, I was watching all those pros and stuff.
A lot of people are acting like the game's out right now.
Yes,
they're treating it as if the game's out.
Yes, and I look at them. I'm like, we have now 4 maps to play with. We have not even I'm pretty sure we have most of the guns. I'm pretty sure not even all the guns we can play. We have a level cap of now 20. The mini map's back, but now they're making some adjustments. I have a feeling if they're bringing the mini map back as an update in the beta, they're bringing
It'll be in the full game.
Full game.
People are causing too much drama on Twitter and stuff about it. I think my biggest gripe right now with it are the maps. We got spawn trapped on on that one map, the very first like the first hour it came out. I just the maps don't have that much personality. I don't
No.
know. It's reminded me a lot of World War II maps in the beta because I remember the World War II maps. Every map you get, you're like, oh, it's like, oh, I didn't want to play this one. But then
Yeah.
you realize that it's like that for every
every
map.
map,
Well,
yeah.
it is for me at least.
Because
I just
when
hope
people
the-
ask me my favorite multiplayer things or whatever, it always goes back to Black Ops 2 for me. Always in my head because Black Ops 2, you would go, oh shit,
It has
raid.
classic
Oh
maps.
shit, raid.
Yeah.
Oh shit, hijacked. Oh shit, this.
Exactly.
When you play like a game, let's say for example like BO4, yeah, you get excited when you see firing range. You see that. But then yeah, they all have been done before. We've seen it before. Okay, yeah, like whatever the fuck. This game, yeah, with the maps we are getting, there's one map where there's like the train track map, which is pretty cool. That's like probably one of my most favorite out of all of them. The second one, which is pretty cool, is that fucking what map is that? The one.
See,
where...
that's the deal. The deal is
I don't know the name of it.
whenever we put in 3 hours of playtime the first day, and I couldn't name a single map of the 3 maps that were out, I think
Yeah.
that's a bad sign because it shows
It's
that
the map
it's
where
not
you
moving
fucking I don't know. I don't even know how to explain
Is
the
it
map.
the city,
it-
the city type one, Grozno
No,
raid?
it's not the city. It's like an industrial place. It's like
Yeah.
the B flags in the building there.
Yeah, I know which one it is.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing though. They don't have enough personality to where you even care to remember their names.
Yeah,
I
and
think that's the
also the
problem.
fact of like once again, Modern Warfare, it's fucking war. Can't have no reds, no blues, no great colors in the game. Like it's fucking
Don't
war,
get that,
man.
dude. Why is everything behind like a gray filter? It's like World
Everything's
War
got-
II.
There's a lot of grays, a lot of beige.
It could be so vibrant.
A lot of
Make
browns.
it vibrant. Yeah.
Give us a color that makes me be like, oh shit, I want to have a baby. Like I want to paint my fucking baby's room. Like I want to color. Give me Jim Carrey. He was depressed. You know what he said? He needed color. He needed more color in his life. He became a painter. Me, maybe I need some positivity and fucking change in my life at Call of Duty.
Yeah,
Give us
dude.
some different shit, man.
I made a thumbnail for the beta and I turned the vibrance up. I was like, this game's beautiful. What? Why is it like this? I turned the vibrance up by like 20 and it instantly made the map like
Yeah.
gorgeous. I'm like, why are they making
Anytime though you increase the saturation and you go back to the original version of it, you're like, oh my god.
the original looks disgusting. Yes,
You're like,
I
"Ooh,
know.
How did like when you play in cartoon mode for a little bit in Zombies and then you go back, you're like,
And
how
it
did my
goes back.
eyes ever fucking like this?
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird, dude.
It
for sure.
really is weird, but I haven't been able to play the beta because I refuse to pre-order the game. Okay, if the T-shirt just turns up on my pillow with cold pizza crust, I'm gonna die. Okay, do you guys consider it weird not pre-order games nowadays? I mean, if there's a beta, I only pre-order things. Like if I'm getting something out of it, I'm pre-ordering it.
A lot of people, there's like a movement. It's like don't pre-order games. Like pre-ordering games
Why?
bad. But I think for me, I know I'm gonna buy Modern Warfare either way because I'm a slave to the COD machine. I'm gonna buy it anyway, so I may as well pre-order it to get the beta. Most games I'm very hesitant now, but especially as content creators, I think it's different because we have to play on day one. We have to have
Yeah.
we have to be able to get an idea of what we're dealing with. Especially
Yeah.
like I'm gonna have to pre-order Cyberpunk, I guess. I don't
Bro,
know.
I went to my GameStop because I made it in my head. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, if I pre-order the game on the PS4, I have to give the full 60 or whatever the fuck money for the code for the beta. I said, if I go to my GameStop right now, I only gotta put down like $5 for the beta code. Then I go and I buy the game on PS4 when the game comes out. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna buy the game on the PS4 like a week before the game comes out, and then I'm just gonna leave the game pre-ordered at my GameStop and have somebody just fucking like, oh, yep, I just cancel it. And you know what's funny? I go to GameStop and I have like $20 like just there, and I'm like, yeah, I'm never using your shitty store. Just keep the money. Keep the money.
Keep
Put
my
it in the bank.
money,
Put it in
dude.
the
They're
bank.
closing like 200 stores soon. I think
Bro,
next month.
it's gonna be like the next Blockbuster. We're gonna be telling our
Oh, for
kids,
sure.
like, do you remember when you could just buy?
Dude.
We weren't able to just buy games on the. Remember that? Like,
I miss that
That
feeling
is
of
so
being
crazy how
excited.
back then we in our heads imagine us saying like, we don't have to go to a store or buy the game. Just sit at your house in
Yeah.
the same chair in the same cheese doodle crumbs, buying your game on the console you're playing the game on. That
I
is
miss
crazy
the feeling
talk.
of being excited to go to GameStop. Like that feeling you get, it's like, oh my god, we get to go to like we're going to GameStop. Like That's
Bro,
like the best place ever.
It was a trip. I remember when going and buying a WWE game or something and going into the car with my dad and being like, "Oh, what's Xbox Live? Or what are they doing now? What is this Xbox Live?" And I was like, "Oh
Yeah.
shit." I remember Xbox when they had the OG just paper flipping homepage. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
When it was just, like,
that's
flipping the paper?
I never had an Xbox. I always played on my friends. I was always PlayStation.
Jack, I remember the days when I remember the day you had to update your Xbox so the avatar home screens would be a thing. Like, you can make your avatar and then you go to your friends and their avatar. Just old school 360. I used to be such a bitch and such like a P word back then, pussy back then. That 69. It's episode 69. You know what I'm saying? And I would be such like a fucking little bitch that I would be in my couch like, it's morning time. Let me change my avatar into pajamas. It'd be afternoon. Let me change my avatar into clothes. It'd be nighttime.
Dude, that sounds like something I would do now.
Bro, I would sit there and make sure my avatar is dressed for the fucking day.
That's so adorable.
Dressed for the day. I was
You're
definitely
such a
I was in 4th grade probably at the time.
my
4th grade, 5th
God.
grade.
I wish I knew you then so I could
That was
bully
me
you.
when I was like Call of Duty gun games, like FPS. No, MLB, NBA, Madden. No, sport games only. Jack,
Realistic.
you would have hated me with the games
Yeah,
back
probably.
then. Oh my god,
I can't
all my
stand
friends hated me. They were like, they would come over like Gears of War or something. Like, oh my god, you got to see my guy. He's overall 98. Like, I don't give a fuck. We just played wiffle ball. I don't want to play baseball. I want to play something else. And that's when I would, and then the game, and then like I would have like Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I would have what else? I forgot the name of this game, but it would be a game where you would be like a driver. You can drive in all these cars, but you can make like ramps and stuff. You can make ramps. You can make like a whole like dirt park for yourself. It was so fun. And I remember going to my school and my friend Assad, Ahmad or Assad, whatever. And he was like, I made a 360 ramp, blah, blah, blah. Like, I made a ramp and I flop, blah, blah. It was just the times I
don't know what game that is.
I don't know what game that is, but I loved
think that
it.
gives me a lot. That gives me a lot of nostalgia, like Skate 3. Did you ever play a ton of Skate?
Yeah, oh yeah, but the thing is though,
dude.
I was still at the age where I didn't know how to process I didn't know how to proceed in games. Like I didn't know how to always like that was the biggest problem.
Oh yeah, I was probably trash.
I was so brain dead that I would be like, oh, what's advancing in the game? I'm just gonna roam around in the 4 feet of space they give you for the first level. Like I was so stupid, I didn't play the full game. Like I remember they would give you a neighborhood, like they would give you like a full, like I forgot what Tony Hawk was, but you were able to like roam around the city.
Yeah.
And then shit like that. And there would be spots where, you know, when you play those games where there's a place you can't go yet and your character just does like this, like whoop.
Yeah.
Like you can't go in that section yet. That would be my character all the time. He would pick up the skateboard, walk back. Like, why are you walking back?
Why won't it let me?
Why are you walking back? Skate on the fucking bridge. I want to jump off it.
Dude,
Like,
I got secondhand anxiety from that game, like going down hills really fast. I'm like, oh no, my skater's gonna die. And then
I would love just like seeing like which bone is like cracking.
Yeah,
that's
dude.
the surgery. That's the surgery right there.
yeah.
But do you ever? Oh my god! You ever go down the rabbit hole on YouTube late nights and you're just like, ooh, venomous spiders, venomous snakes.
Ooh, giraffe pregnancy.
There's one thing that I shouldn't even be saying this because it's gonna be used against me probably one day. But I cannot deal with bone-breaking videos. I caused my death already. People are going to be tweeting videos to me probably about this. But if there's a video and I see your ankle go like this, I'm leaving the house.
Did you ever see the video of the basketball player that split his shin open? I was watching that game live.
We were like, what, 12, 13 maybe at the time? Like young.
13 or 14.
13 or 14. And that's when Instagram was just popping. Like, that's when Instagram for my friends ever just popping. So, like, I'm sitting there, I'm scrolling, I see crack, and I'm like...
Dude, that was hard to watch. That was hard to... Because he's holding it after, his legs just like...
Then you see the bench look at it and then scatter. The bench scatters because they can't look at it.
I was watching that game live. I was in a bar in...
Is that Kentucky?
I think so. I was in a
Wow.
bar in Baltimore because my sister had these volleyball tournaments that we travel for.
Yeah.
So we were all just sitting at a bar. I was sitting there like looking at this TV up in the corner. I see him vol. I'm like, hey,
Crack.
wait, he's holding his. Oh my god! My dad's like, what? I'm like,
You
look, he's
throw up all the
his
food on the
leg's
table.
gone. Yeah, I was like losing my mind. Yeah, that was
Christ.
horrifying.
No, but like, I can't, like, when I watch like a video of like, there's my cousin Brian, he's gonna be jumping on a cow right there. Oh, you crazy, Brian, you can't do that, Brian. Oh, Brian. Oh, shit, Brian. And Brian's neck's just like this and the bones coming out this way. I told you, Brian, you can't do that there, Brian. That cow's crazy, Brian. Like,
like
why?
Family Guy skit.
Why
Like the
can't-
shopping cart.
Well,
Have you seen that? This is rooftop
Yeah,
shopping,
the Jackass
shopping cart. And he just falls off and he breaks his
Lois,
hand.
Lois, call an ambulance.
Lois.
Lois, call an ambulance. Peter, what you do, Peter? Oh, I can't feel anything. I can't feel nothing. Oh,
That's
Jesus.
that's all of those videos in a nutshell.
That's
basically.
my emotion when I when I get fucking spawn trapped in Modern Warfare. I can't feel nothing. I can't feel
That was
nothing.
rough when
know-
we did.
You know when you play. I don't know if you had this experience yet with this fucking beta. And by the way, I kind of like the title I put for this fucking intro. This beta's an alpha. Like imagine an angry guy just like walking up to someone saying, "This beta's an alpha." Like, sir, what? This ain't no beta. This goddamn alpha.
That's what people are.
Because
people
that's
are- well, no,
that's
people
the
are treating it
majority
like-
of the opinion right now is that people
Yeah.
are uninstalling the game. They're
I
not,
just don't
like,
get uninstalling a beta. Like, dude, it's a beta. It's supposed
I
to.
also
it's-
didn't understand like a lot of the like well I did understand this, but when I was watching a lot of the pro players play, they were talking a lot about how they were like, who was this fucking schmuck who just walked in the building and said, guys, brand new idea for Call of Duty, the minimap that did nothing wrong to any Call of Duty in any fucking year whatsoever.
Yeah.
Scrap it. Let's test their skills.
It's
Let's
like
test their
BO4 zombies.
ability.
You're fixing what's not broken. It's
Let's
like the
test
thing
their
that people.
ability.
Yeah.
Thank you,
don't-
Mom. My mom's in the chat. My birthday's tomorrow, people. I turn 19 tomorrow.
What are you doing for your birthday?
Going hibachi, airy rings.
Are you really?
Yeah, I always do.
Oh,
It's
heck
always,
yeah,
always
dude.
for my
What
birthday.
are you- are you
I always
asking
get
for
the
something?
Hava, it's not Jewish, but I'm doing it because I'm not gonna make a racist Chinese song. Hava, Hakiva, Hava. You know they use your hand. Bonsai. You know they do that.
Are you asking for something? Like a present? Like, are you asking for?
Green Day tickets? Green Day's going on.
That's
tour.
right. We talked about this during Modern Warfare. That's right.
Green Day's going on tour with Fall Out Boy, Green Day, Fall Out Boy, and Weezus, and some opener they have. It's
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
be in
dude.
Citi Field, Met Stadium. It's where the Mets play.
When?
So August 22nd of next year. The tickets go on sale Monday, so I'm jumping on it. I'm not fucking waiting, people. I'm not
No
waiting.
waiting.
I'm not
No
waiting.
waiting,
I
baby.
waited for Queen and we got scammed. I am not waiting no more for fucking tickets.
Dude, never forget. That's like our
Never
most
forget.
listened to podcast on Spotify, by the way. Spotify and iTunes.
Really?
I don't know why. Yeah.
They love
That's
my
our-
pain. They
Yeah,
just
I
wanna
guess
listen to
so.
my fucking pain,
Yeah.
huh?
I guess I
God
just clickbaited it hard enough.
Oh yeah, but no. Okay, so now how can this game, be, when this game comes out and launch and chat, how can this game be innovative? How can this game? Because right away people are getting bored of it. Of course, we have 4 maps, not a lot of guns, not a lot of ranking. You are gonna get bored in the beta. Okay, you are going to get bored, and I feel like it's a good thing. I feel like do not force yourself to keep playing this beta. I probably played with Jack, Pack Puncher, and Star for like those good 2 hours and a half. Then I hopped on my friends for an hour, and then I probably hopped on yesterday for about good 20-30 minutes. That's it. I'm trying to get a taste. That's my whole thing with this beta. Is I'm trying to get a taste. I'm trying to get a feel.
Because that's the mistake I've made with every past beta. World War II, BO4, I max out my level on beta, and I just play it out. I just burn myself out, and I just don't want to on this one. I think it's not ruined the game completely for me on release, but I think it's definitely taken a hit because by the time I get to like Prestige 3 on the actual game, I'm like growing, just like, this is stupid. Like, why am I still playing this? Because I put so much time in on the stupid beta, and everything gets reset after.
I remember playing the Black Ops 3 beta so much that this beta for Black Ops 3, I made a video, or I got gameplay for a video. Every gun, like, bloodthirsty, or every gun, whatever the fuck. And I remember playing the game when it came out, and I didn't touch multiplayer when the game came out for like a month after the release. Like all my friends were like getting Master Siege and shit like that. I was like, oh shit, I gotta hop on this because I just been grinding zombies because that's just came out, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I just think this game is gonna be innovative when we get to see what game modes they implement, like what different game modes. Cause think about it, we only have like the game modes like TDM. They have another one called Cyber Attack.
Yeah, I haven't played that
Headquarters.
one yet.
I didn't
I don't
play
know how it even works.
I
Actually.
don't get into multiplayer game modes. When I'm playing multiplayer, unless it's like a party game, like Stick and Stones, whatever the hell, unless it's a party game, I am not like into
Really?
like, oh, let's just play Cyber Attack all day. No.
Really?
Yeah, when I'm playing multiplayer, I'm run and gun, headphones on, listening to music, or playing competitive with my friends. That's exactly what I do in multiplayer. Because when my friends go and be like, oh, let's go and play Uplink all day. By the way, remember Uplink? That's a game.
Dude, Uplink was legit.
That game mode got washed after the Exos kind of
Yeah,
went
but it was
away.
well,
But then
no,
World War
yeah,
II, World War II, they implemented it.
Yeah,
threw a ball.
it was really popular in the pro scene. Like they had it as a majority of the
Uplink was
pro scene games.
Uplink is great.
Yeah, it was really intense.
I remember
for
Uplink.
sure.
Uplink was a great game mode.
Yeah,
Uplink
it was super
became like an official game mode. Almost.
I'm actually surprised they didn't bring it back again because it was really popular amongst
Wow.
pros.
Uplink though in BO3 was cool because BO3 was the first Uplink. You know.
I legitimately think they didn't put it in BO4 just because they were lazy or they just ran out of time. That could have been implemented in BO4 so easily.
There's a lot of things in BO4 that could have been implemented.
In a couple of years, we just won't talk about BO4. It'll be that thing that we just kind of pushed to the side. Like,
yeah.
Don't go over there. Just don't talk about that.
Okay, Jack. Anything else for you have to say? Like what you think this game, how it keep being fresh throughout the years?
It's just better maps. Everything besides the maps is fine. The maps are just boring to me. I don't know.
By the way,
They have
Jack,
no
I'm a little upset.
personality.
I'm a little upset, Jack, because
Why?
I saw your shirt and I'm a little upset. No news
What?
yet, man? No news yet?
No news yet. No.
Motherfuckers.
Me and Greg are DMing each other. We keep. I actually predicted yesterday's.
That kid, right? That kid?
I predicted him. Yeah, I knew. I had a pretty good thought.
I looked at his
Dude,
channel.
I'm talking to Greg. It's fine.
I looked at his channel, Jack.
Yeah. Listen. If they want to pick up, that kid streams a lot. He puts in a lot of time streaming. Not just picking up content creators. They pick up, all types of people. They're picking up solid content creators, in my opinion.
Where's the fucking thing? Well, Jack, I mean, if they don't make up their mind,
Please don't get a weapon. You got a weapon.
I gotta just say, Carnage Clan.
What are you gonna do with a bat?
My man Jack the Bus
Is
is
that Lucille?
losing patience. It's Lucille.
Oh, nice.
Lucille is thirsty.
Dude, I'll tell
Carnage
you
Clan.
what. I've had high blood pressure the past week or so. It's been rough.
When I was Jack, then you must have understood how I felt there in ZW fucking I.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Carnage Clan, if I don't see my boy, Jack the Bus, on one of your announcement tweets, I'm gonna come over there
It's gonna be
to
fine.
wherever the fuck, and Lucille
I
is
went
gonna drink.
into this with the mindset of that'd be dope, but if it doesn't happen, I'm gonna just keep making content.
Yeah, you know what? That's a great, healthy, positive mindset. But
That's
I don't,
what I
I don't
think.
believe it for a fucking bit. I think there's something in you that's like, motherfuckers. Come on, man. Just come on. Give me my fucking shot. Come on, man. Come on. There's something in you that's ready to retaliate.
Retaliate? I don't know.
I
I don't know
see
about
Jack
that.
shaving his head. I see him just like wearing crosses for earrings. I see it happening.
Yeah, you've seen me in my true form with my hair down. You've seen
So
me in
so
my
how many
final
more
form.
people do you think they're gonna be recruiting?
I have no idea. Greg said they said 6 to 10. They've picked
Ooh.
up 4 or 5 now, I think.
Oh my motherfucking god, man.
We'll see.
Bro, Jack, man, listen. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I'm a huge believer in everything happens for a reason.
Everything happens for a reason, baby. It is what it is.
Yeah, I don't know where to get that tattoo. I still want to get a tattoo of everything happens for a reason. I don't know where to get. I don't want to get the full saying
Forehead. Just right across everything.
right above my asshole. Everything happens for a reason. Oh, Jesus. But I don't know. I kind of want to get a tattoo. I kind of want to get one.
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't
I
know
kind
if
of want to get maybe a lightning bolt.
I think if I ever got one, it would be like just like one like right on. Like I don't know.
Like a
don't know.
cross, the hands with the rosary beads, the dream, the dream,
Why-
the dream.
Why do you immediately go to
the
that?
dream catcher on your ribs.
the heart with the arrow through
Yeah.
it on my
Oh my
chest.
God! Watch this, Jack. Where's your tattoo? I'm not showing you. He bends down. It's a fucking tramp stamp. Oh my God, Jack! Get a tramp stamp. Just a bus. Just a bus over your just fuck.
You think that'll look good?
You lower
Do you
back
think so?
like oh, I dropped the USB.
Why in the scenario am I dropping B?
I don't know. I dropped. Oh, what happened? Oh, I gotta tighten a screw in my monitor.
You know, as you do.
As you do,
It's like-
as you screw in things to your monitors.
Yes. Yeah.
What you call it? What was I gonna say?
Oh my.
I don't know, man.
God.
I just cause I looked at his thing and I have no connection to Carnage Clan, so I don't give a fuck. But I saw the kid and I was like, good for him, very very good kid. But
Yeah,
but
dude
then-
grinds.
But I know you. I know you.
Yeah.
I know you.
Dude.
I know you. You know me. You know me. I know you.
We're all chilling here.
We're all chilling with the monster in your hand. We're all chilling.
Yo, I gotta tell you, my mom is so cute. So I was having all those renderings, right? Like, with this video, I was like
Yes.
ranting to my mom about it. And she's like, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not downloading anything on the Wi-Fi if that helps at all. And I was like,
You see, when I rant to my
mother.
mom about problems with like technical stuff, she
Yeah.
goes, "Ooh, can I help?" I'm like,
I'm like, you know, I would really
"You want to
appreciate-
fucking help me, ma? You just burnt 2 pieces of toast. You want to help me?"
I appreciate the sentiment.
And you know what though? It's always nice because of course they wanna, cause like for example, right? Like the parents not helping has to hurt the parents a little bit, you know?
Yeah,
It has to hurt
but
them. Like not able
you
to
know
help,
they
not able to help them with homework anymore after a certain point, you know? Not able to help with homework, not being able to wipe your ass no more. It gets to the point where parents gotta back up, so it has to hurt the parents, you know? Like I'm seeing it all right now. My sister and my nephew, like my sister's everything. Oh my. Once that kid starts fucking bitches and just leaves the house, what is my sister gonna do? I can't
Turbo,
wait.
do you think there will be a point where technology surpasses? I mean, technology has already surpassed you,
Like-
but
like
do you think
he-
there will be a point where technology surpasses me?
like we become like the old people? Like what?
Yeah,
What?
where like we
I
don't
know.
understand.
No. And by the way, you fuck. Technology hasn't passed me. The only thing that happens
Turbo,
with me
it's already
the only thing that
passed
happens
you,
with me and
big guy.
technology is that I have to ask questions. Okay, I'm a question guy.
You know who else has questions about technology? My mother. But she's
Your
trying
mom
her best.
probably asks you questions about how do I get on the Wi-Fi? How do I enter a simple thing? Me was I knew you had to do an HDMI. I knew there was no other way. I knew they don't put the fucking yellow, red, white wires there no more. So of course I knew you had to do an HDMI. But I never knew the jacks in the back of PCs. Because in my head, do you understand my anxiety is that deep to where when the Xbox One was coming out, I didn't know if it was going to come with an Ethernet port. I thought the Xbox One.
How else do you get
A great,
Ethernet?
exactly, Jack. I am so just my anxiety. I don't think it's me being dumb. I think it's my anxiety that overrules my thoughts sometimes. It's like when for example, my whole plan for this room, I don't even call this a room, I call it a studio. My whole plan for this room is to get like a pull-out couch futon so I can sleep. But the couch will be used as like a hub, so like we can make videos like my friends on the couch, like we're drinking tea and we're
Casting
talking.
couch, exactly. Yes, I get it. Wait.
You gave away the idea. So, so we're gonna be fucking, but, yeah, so I want to do that. I want to get, like, all New York street signs and stuff to cover the whole fucking wall. It's gonna take time. But the way
Nice.
my anxiety is that I have no time. I can't do it. Oh, my God. What is this? Am I gonna have time? Blah, 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 blah. So, when it comes to technology, I tend to double double think myself, you know.
Mhm.
Like for example, what was the most frustrating thing you had to ever put together or something? Like that for you, you were like, how the fuck? Like what the fuck?
I had a
What
lot
the-
of problems with my PC whenever I was building it. It took a
Oh, 'cause you
while.
built the fucker.
Yeah, because apparently I sat the RAM in wrong, and like it just won't boot without RAM. So like every time I push the power button, it would just turn on, off, and on. It took me like over 24 hours of just messing with it to figure out that was a thing.
Damn.
I think the past 3 days with Vegas has been the most frustrating software experience I've ever dealt with because there's just no solution.
Bro, wait. So what is it? So like, what are you using now for videos and shit? Or are you just trying to figure out what
I
the fuck's
cracked
going on?
16.
You did
I
what?
cracked Vegas 16.
Okay.
I thought they owed it to me.
Yeah, Sarge.
I mean,
Yeah, Sarge.
no, please. No, but like I've paid like $400-$500 for Vegas for 15, 14, and it's so frustrating, dude. I was looking at YouTube videos. This guy made a video on how to crack Vegas 16, and he had face cam in it. I was like, dude, the balls on you. Like the FBI
I mean,
gets looking at
do
it.
though? What do they do though? Like, what can happen? Nothing.
I don't think they can. I
Because
really
you know
don't.
what I think also? I think of like all those fucking like you know like there's some weird shit out there for porn, right? I think of the people who post this shit. Like nothing happens to them. Like if they're fucking a dog, like nothing happens to them.
I mean,
like-
a lot of that is on the dark web.
No law is like coming after them.
If you post bestiality online, the law will come after you.
That's bestiality. What? I forgot what the word Vinny was saying. What's sodomy?
Sodomy?
Because
Well-
I remember one time we were recording a video of Vinny and he kept saying sodomy, sodomy, sodomy. I was like, Vin, what are you saying? I don't even know if I can use this footage now. What are you saying? So,
Well, if it's illegal, like bestiality is illegal. If it's illegal, it can't. It has to be on the dark
We're
web.
gonna get off the topic very fast. Do you ever hear those fucking stories of like girls putting like peanut butter on their cooch to make like fucking dogs lick? Ew, man.
Stop! No, I haven't.
You ever?
That sounds-
It's like those weird fucking. You ever go on Snapchats like those fucking those those sex ed Snapchat stories?
What? Oh, dude, Snapchat is so bad with clickbait. Oh, my god. Snapchat has some of the worst.
Because it was one of those articles where you had to click on it and watch 15,000 ads if you wanted to see what the fuck happened. But it was
Yeah.
like, she put peanut butter where? And I was like, I gotta fucking.
That's like the title. It's like it's doc face.
I got. Yeah, it's one of your PNGs. I gotta.
Exactly.
I gotta fucking look at this now. But,
Dude, you think YouTube's bad with clickbait? Snapchat is like on a whole other level. They've transcended
Bro, do you see
YouTube.
what's going on with TikTok?
Is TikTok getting bad?
Those crazy motherfuckers. If anybody watches the Your Mom's House podcast with Tom Segura, you understand that TikTok is all filled with like spank me, beat me, like fuck me and beat me, like
God.
pee in me, pee in my cornea, pee in my eye. And it's like it's like watch me smoke crack and like get horny at the same time. I'm like, what? And I'm like, holy shit!
I've used TikTok. I haven't
TikTok.
seen this
It's
before.
on TikTok. You gotta
Oh my
search.
gosh, there's so many children on that app.
There's adults acting like babies, like they suck on pacifiers.
Oh, yeah.
Like they call
There's-
themselves minis or something.
Have you seen like the divorce the TikToks? They talked about
I
this on
don't
the
get the
H3
people
podcast.
that wear the dog mask.
Well, that's a
Like
that's sex ed turbo. That's
I
that's
don't
a
like
that's a
like no, I don't.
we're
Listen,
not
I don't
kink
like.
shaming
I
here.
have nothing against it. Do you wear a tutu out in public? I don't give a fuck. But I don't get it.
That's
Like-
because you're not
like-
into that.
Like look, when I was going deep into this, right? I was first of all, we'll get the DLC for later. For fucking
This is DLC
I go into this deep like circle of like internet shit, and it's about those people, the not furries. Furries when they just up in the full shit. Like
Yeah.
I'm talking about the people that are like wearing like these dog like collar things, and they're
Yeah,
in
it's
full,
called
They're in
BDSM.
full latex, and they're like.
Yeah.
And they try to promote it like it's a non-sexual thing, but then they go on to say like, in order to be a part of this cult or whatever the fuck, you have to like wear somebody else's underwear and sniff it or something. Like it's
Yeah,
weird
it's
shit.
weird, dude. It's weird.
So then
yeah.
I go on and I see like parents are like, you know what? He's my son. I love him very good. I love him. He's my son. But then you see them like at like Christmas dinner in a restaurant, and the kid's wearing
Yeah.
Foxy from Five Nights at Freddy's fucking mask.
Yeah. It's like that guy.
Now,
on TLC
if that was
had
my
the-
son, and it was Halloween, I can understand. But
Did
if
you ever
he
see
co-
the TLC
but now-
of the guy with the car that had the relationship?
Oh,
with
he's
his
fucking his car. Oh yeah. Oh
Oh
yeah.
god.
Like what is that?
You like lick the
All
hood and
TLC
stuff?
shows, like people that are like galloping as horses.
TLC's wild, dude.
Bro, I
TLC is
just,
wild.
I don't know, man. If I ever have kids, like if I get it, like right now, like there's kids taking hormones when they're 6 years old to become a female if they're a male. Like that's I think is too much. Like if you're
That's pretty young.
Like if you're 6 years old, you don't even know where your dick is yet, and you're walking up to me saying that I'm not who I am, Jessica. I am that today.
Dude,
I'm sorry,
I don't
but
even know
I'm
if I,
going to
like-
be like, you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about right now. You're watching Thomas the Train Drooling. What the fuck?
You just threw up on the wall, son.
I just cleaned up your shit. If I have to clean up your shit, you're cleaning up my disgust on what the fuck you just told me, you 6-year-old kid. You still got placenta hanging from your forehead. You're talking to me about you want to change fucking race? Oh, not race. Fucking gender?
Change race.
That's what Michael Jackson did, but like, what the fuck? Not sure if this podcast is meant to challenge my views as a gamer or orgasm.
Hold up.
But I
My
just,
views as a gamer.
you know what though? I don't know. I went on a little ranting.
We always have open
I'm
conversations
watching a lot
here
of
on the podcast.
Tom Segura's podcast, and it's just fucking crazy. There was a guy who went in a full sewer of like shit, and he was in full latex and shit. He was like, yeah, this is my hot tub. I like this.
Oh
And
my
he's
god,
covering shit on
dude.
himself, and I'm like, are you are you taking a shower after this?
Yeah. I don't know. Some people are crazy, man. Did you ever watch the Dave Chappelle special that came out?
Oh yeah, I love it.
It's funny, dude.
love
There was a lot of backlash, though.
You watch Bill Burr's?
I have not. No, that came out
Burr's
like
very
yesterday,
good.
right, or 2 days ago?
The 10th.
Okay, I still need to watch that, but man,
I'm gonna
Dave
watch.
Chappelle
I'm
got
actually
so
gonna
much
watch Dave Chappelle's
backlash.
again today because the first time I watched it, that's the thing. I feel like I'm scared and it's gonna bite me in the ass one day. I actually like have no filter. If you guys can tell, I have no filter, and that's scary because when I want to, like, when I'm writing and shit, like comedy, and I'm like, oh.
But that's the problem today. You have to be able to,
would
to
say it.
joke
I
about
would say
anything.
it. I don't give a fuck. What are they gonna say to me? I look 12 on stage. What are they gonna say to me? Like, what go home, eat ice pops? Like, what are they gonna tell me? But I'm just gonna say, y'all could make a porn commentary podcast called Turbo Jack. Turbo
Oh
Jack.
god, Turbo Jack.
Turbo Jack cheese. Ooh, and you know,
Actually sounds kinda nice.
and you know, cheese can be like implemented in many
Yeah.
other ways. You know what I'm saying?
Let's brand ourselves, Turbo.
Let's go get
Easy.
the domain right now.
No, but like,
GoDaddy.com.
why are people like losing their minds over comedians? I feel like
So what did
comedy
Dave
is like
Chappelle say
the
about-
safest
so-
place to be able to make fun of anyone.
Yeah.
Like anyone and anything. I feel like that has to be the one place. If we can't make fun of anything in comedy, then there's nothing left.
Exactly.
There's nothing.
I have a great joke about just like the typical like fucking white girls of Instagram, white girls of Snapchat, where, you know, when you would have like, you know, usually when we were growing up, you would have a friend with a twitch or something like, oh, Billy, you all right? Billy and I, yeah, it's just a little tick, little twitch I have in my neck. Oh, it's okay, man, it's fine. We're friends. Yay. And, you know, now the fucking, you know, now the twitch for kids is like, oh my God, you taking a picture? Oh my God, oh my God, the family we're together for Easter. like that's the Twitch. That's the Twitch kids fucking have now. Instead of like, oh, my neck's fucking bothering me. You got the picture? You got it?
Yeah.
You got it?
Yeah,
Did you
kids are
fucking get
wildin'
it?
today,
Did you
man.
fucking get it? It just bothers me. It just bothers
Kids
me.
are wilding today, man. I'll tell you what.
Like when they
next
put their ass
generation-
cheek on the sink to make it fucking bigger, I hope the water runs on your asshole and it burns it. I honestly... Like the girls that are on Snapchat and they're taking a picture of their jewel that's giving them popcorn lung, and they're just like fucking, they're like links, free crib. Like, who the fuck are you? You're fucking Irish from Brooklyn. Why are you talking like you're from Puerto Rico? Like,
And then the
take
next
it
day
easy.
they have their Cash App on the screen. It's like, please send me money.
No, then they have the thing like the what you call it, the fucking anonymous Snapchat thing, so they can make themselves feel better about
Please
themselves.
send me anonymous
Yeah,
messages.
to have perverts that are like probably
I
40.
feel like I feel like that's an unhealthy, like, I don't know, way of positive reinforcement. Like it's like a way you're like, okay, maybe people will, compliment me this time, or
Bro, I
I
hate
don't like
it.
those.
I hate it because you want to know why? There's sometimes where I want to be like, stop acting you're fucking 20. You're fucking... like,
Yeah.
I can't. There's some people...
Just have an aneurysm, Turbo.
Yeah, I don't know, but there's some fucking people on my Snapchat that one I even know how the fuck I have. Like, I don't even know how I have some of these people on my Snapchat. And fucking... And yeah, no, I'm just shocked because when I was in that age group and I was in junior high school or whatever, I was reading Diary of the Wimpy Kid. I was,
hell yeah, dude.
I was wearing fucking light up shoes. No, I was just, I was playing basketball.
Just
Xbox,
less intense.
And the girls in my grade weren't as slutty as like the fuck. Like I gotta be honest with you, like every fucking girl in
It may
school
be a
now.
perspective thing too.
Oh no,
it
this is me talking about like the Staten Island fucking like the Staten Island father never gave him a hug as a kid. They're gonna be strippers now, girls like in Staten Island. Like that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the fucking like where you live, where they all wear skirts and they go on picnics. I don't know those.
See, you have this image of Texas in your head, and it's just so wrong.
I am
It's
sorry
so-
that I know there's probably a couple of sluts with like fucking twisted ITs and
There's-
bonfires.
Stop
Definitely.
underrating the sluts in Texas. They can be just as slutty as the ones in New York.
They
How
definitely,
dare
they
you?
definitely have bonfires in the woods with twisted teas. Like, oh my god, I'm actually like feeling it. Like it's fucking like there. Like
The White Claws.
the White Claws. Like, you know what? Like I thought I wasn't gonna feel this, but like I'm starting to get a little
Mike's hard.
tipsy. Bro, honestly though, if I what you call it, FBI sue me. When I took a sip of the first alcohol like I ever took a sip of, and it was beer, I was like, ooh, I don't like it.
I think when my dad gave me the first sip,
Beer's just not fun. And I say beer's not for me, but look how old I am. But I'm just like
beer's
like,
just not for me. You're turning 19.
It's just
tomorrow.
not for me. Watch me like one day get big in Hollywood. Just whoa. No, but fucking though. Honestly though, that is one thing that that I learned from a lot of movies and stuff is that cocaine, waste of a drug. Waste of a drug. Joey Diaz. You want to learn how to not take drugs? Listen to Joey Diaz's podcast. The Church of What's Happening Now. He's like, bro, I put a coke rock up this girl's ass, and I was in Las Vegas, and I didn't know how to get home, and I was walking for miles. My feet were bleeding. And I was like, yeah, I don't want that.
Yeah, I don't want to do cocaine.
Yeah, I don't want that. Yeah, no.
Chad said, imagine me entering chat at this point in the podcast and being like, wow, the MW beta sounds so promiscuous.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It is episode 69. You have
Get
to
the
expect
fuck off my lawn, boy. Oh,
You have to expect some.
So like,
some diversion.
like the relationships in Texas, do you have to like, relationships here, like all the fathers like want to be tough guys, so they stay in their car with their pinky ring and like, oh, I'll pick up, blah, blah, blah. So the relationships in Texas and the South, do you have to like get out, kiss the hand of the father? Nice to meet you.
I think it's a universal thing where like you just have to have that meeting with the father the first time, and you have to, like,
my first
talk to
girlfriend I
him.
ever had, her father looked like Ray Liotta. Like the
What?
first serious like relationship, like I had like those cute shits.
Yeah.
Like her father looked like Ray Liotta from Goodfellas, like Henry Hill from Goodfellas. He looked like fucking Ray Liotta. And I remember the first time I didn't even know, because it's funny, the way I got my first girlfriend was I was playing frisbee at the beach with Vinny.
Impressed her with your frisbee
and
throwing.
I see her and I'm like, Ivan, I'm like, watch. I take the frisbee and I throw it at her. Like I throw it towards
Oh
her.
my god.
I throw it towards her to like make her take it and pick it up and something.
Yeah.
And I throw it, and oh no, I'm sorry. I throw it to Vinny. She picks it up, throws it to me, and hits me. Like, oh, and she goes, oh my god, so sorry, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, that's my end. She feels bad for me already. There you go. So I walk up to her, And I remember this, man. Why can't I be this slick now? Because now I'm like, but why? Like back then, I was like, oh man, I was
Like a
like,
player.
bro, this was me. I was sitting like this, like we were under the lifeguard fucking deck in the beach, you know,
this sounds like
the
a
breeze
sitcom.
going up your ass, you know, the bathing suit's still a little damp, you know. So you're sitting down, you're talking and everything. So now I'm like, oh, so do you? It's a beach club. So I'm like, oh, how often you come here often? Like, do you like how many times a week? She goes,
Come here
She goes,
often.
and she goes, yeah, my family has like a cabana. They have it. I'm like, all right. I'm like, so how about you give me a number? So when you come here, you let me know. I'm like,
now you just can't even make
how about you take
conversation.
my number? So when you come here next time, you let me know. And then,
Turbo, you're gonna make me have to change my pants.
We were so immature that night we went out. Like boyfriend girlfriend. That's it, done. Like.
Relationship started that night.
6 hours we knew each other for, boyfriend girlfriend.
Nice.
So then she goes to
Wait,
camp.
so you had just met this girl?
Oh yeah.
Like did she go to your like school or is
No,
it just
I
some
had
random
no clue
girl?
She was. No clue.
Dang, dude, confidence.
And I was how old at the time? I want to say 13 maybe. I was 13
Dang,
fucking years old.
That's some confidence for a 13-year-old.
Now I got shit. Now my opener is like, you want to be my podcast?
Hi, I make YouTube videos.
You wanna hear me? You wanna hear me say ball and dick jokes? But no,
Dude, that's
Turbo's
what
19
that
talking
gets to
about
my
life
heart.
like if he's in the middle-aged man who he has a mortgage. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. Like when I said beer, I'm like, yeah, I'm 19. Why am I talking?
Back when I was a youngster.
No, but the funny, what was I trying to bring up? It was what you call it? And yeah, so the girls in the South and shit. I remember one of the first things we did for like a date was her father. I had to go up to him and like see her, and it was Ray Liotta.
Yeah.
So now my heart's before I even met him, he was sitting at a table and I'm sitting at my table and I'm looking at him. I go like this, like, hey, what's up? And he was like this, and then I see him turn to like one of his daughters and goes, "Is that boyfriend? Is that Beep's boyfriend?" And I'm like, oh my god. I hate those conversations. That's why honestly I haven't been in a relationship because I hate that shit, man. First of all,
but once you get past it, it's easy.
First of all, I honestly have no time for the bullshit.
Yeah.
Like honestly, like I'm a big person. Like I want kids one day. I want it all. But then in my head, I'm like, Turbo, how the fuck are you gonna have kids if you don't want a relationship? If you don't want to get married and shit. Like
It's all about perspective.
I'm just so into the I'm so into just like okay, I have my own life, I have my own plans, shit like that. Okay,
It's
very
about
cool. And then
yeah.
when I got into a relationship, and then the first time like I had to like get up after like what I thought would be my day to relax, and then I get a text like, "Oh, can we go?" And I'm like,
I think if you don't have your path set, like you don't have your game plan set, and you jump into a relationship, it can be very.
And I was very young too. You know, I didn't even know what I didn't know what making out was.
Like every day was different.
Yeah, and
now you have a schedule.
And you know
every
what's
day.
funny? Like we were still embarrassed of each other at that point too.
Yeah,
like we were.
It's
still,
like, oh, are you
I
dating?
Always had
it's
trouble. Like girls, I was always like embarrassed. I always had trouble looking them in the eye. Always.
I mean, that's normal.
Always had a trouble looking them in the eyes. What's going on, Annihilator? But you know,
that's super normal.
Yeah, but like I said, I never had that problem. I used to be a smooth fucking criminal, man.
Yeah, I'm convinced you're just an old man trapped in a young child.
Oh, body. I am. My back's fucked up. Yeah. It's happening.
I have a whole theory about it, but we
hey, baby, want to learn about Group
935? Pepe D.
Hey, you want to learn about Group 935? Oh, by the way,
that takes me back to the Z House videos, man. When they would go up to random people in public. Like,
yeah.
Like Milo would be like, "Where's Dr. Monty?" And then, my god, dude.
And then Matt went up to some lady and said, "Have you seen Samantha?" And then she goes, "Oh my god," because her daughter has gotten like kidnapped or something recently.
Yeah, and she was really worried. And Matt's like, "Yo, I'm kidding. I'm sorry."
Bro, if I was in that situation, I'd be like, "Oh, what a perfect person. Of course I get this fucking person. Of course. Of course.
God, dude, I miss the Z House a lot. I miss
Yeah,
that
I
time.
miss the Z House too.
I watched like every video they uploaded.
Yeah,
That was
I was
fun.
actually just talking to Chucky in DMs because I actually was talking to him because I said to him like, yeah, you're the only person I know that has the same problem I do. It's like when they type in your name, the movie Chucky comes up, and when they type in Turbo. So I asked him, like, and I know you're behind you know a lot behind the scenes. So I'm like, is there anything I can do? And he was like, man, just upload a lot with the name Turbo in it, and until the search engines say like, hey.
I was told you need to put it in your video tags a lot. You need to put it in your video tags and put it in your channel tags.
Yeah.
And then that'll bump you up higher.
Yeah. How do you do channel tags? I don't do video tags.
Channel tags are weird. You have to go to your channel settings.
I
But
gotta
you
do
do have
that.
channel tags. It's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
odd. I don't know what they're even used for. I
So
guess
now
it's
they
for
implement
finding
that on
your channel.
YouTube, and people will get to DLC 4. Quick DLC 4 call. We'll get to it. But what you call it? What was I gonna say? YouTube, they just implemented the new thing where like the sub counts only fucking.
At least you can still see live numbers. They shortened the sub counts, but you can still see people. Live
Yeah,
sub
I was on
counts.
Social Blade yesterday, and Social
Yeah,
Blade was
they
still
you
doing
can
it.
still see it. They just abbreviated the sub count. I don't
Yeah.
know why. I don't get it. I don't really see the point, but
It's not even because they even said like for confidence or something or like just to boost people's like sub thing whatever. But then I'm like,
I think
but
that's
then I'm like, you're only
baloney.
taking away one number. Like for
yeah.
the people with the thousands, like I'm 4.27.
Yeah, I really think it's just so people like it deters people from like refreshing their YouTube channel every 5 seconds. But you could just go to Social Blade and look at it. I mean, if you want to find it, you can find it. I
Oh,
guess
yeah.
it's just for those people that don't look at like live stats; they just look at
Mhm.
YouTube. I don't know.
By the way, thank you FPS Dodge for subscribing. I always thought everybody with the name like FPS like was sort of like because in the beginning I thought like Greg FPS was like the head of like the FPS thing, and like he
Oh
was,
wait,
the
like a
head.
clan?
Yeah, like I always thought he was like the FPS.
The FPS.
Well,
dude.
he is the FPS. Don't get it wrong,
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
What's going on? The lagger rages. But all right, let's get into some DLC4 comments. So Tag der Toten?
Tag der Toten.
Tag der Toten. When I heard
That sounds like a Swedish sitcom, dude.
so were we in a call with Pack when we heard the name?
Yes. Yeah, we
So
were.
when Pack Puncher said tag you're it, that just clicked in my fucking
That just
head.
ruined it for you.
Ruined it for me. I was like,
It's actually pronounced Tog.
yeah, of course,
Like I
Tog.
said.
Tog
Yeah.
like
Tog
are
der
you
Toten.
fucking kidding me? Like,
You just seem to have a very big problem with it. I don't have that big of a problem with it.
Like Tag der Toten. Like if my whole thing of like having a big like when you guys are getting mad at me for being so excited for DLC4, my whole thing about it is it's DLC4
The
the
finale.
final. Eat the DLC4.
Yeah, because like Revelations,
Make
it's like
it-
Revelation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Make it so it doesn't seem like a DLC 1 map.
Like
Make
Alpha
it-
Omega
make
sounds
it
like more of a
make
DLC
it like,
for.
the Reckoning or something. Like, just make it like, ooh.
Yeah.
Like, actually call it Day of the Dead.
Yeah.
Call
Alpha
it
Omega
that.
even sounds better as a name for DLC
Alpha
4.
Omega sounds
cool.
better.
Yeah. Tag
Alpha
Tog the
Omega-
Toten, baby.
Alpha
Playing
Omega,
Call
at
of
least
the
we
Dead.
learned the meaning of it. Like, Alpha and Omega. All right, the first and the
Yeah.
all right. We get
Yeah.
it. That's awesome.
That would make way more sense.
Tog the Toten honestly sounds like the noise I make when I have diarrhea. It doesn't sound good to me.
My God.
I don't know.
Diarrhea
man.
do you have?
Like Tog, and then the Duh, and then the Toten. I don't know, man.
Oh my
I don't
God, I
know.
never want to know that.
So
ever.
now we get Tog the Toten, and now we see the leaks and the trailers that we have. Now we had Yuri or whoever the fuck Gersh, whoever the fuck that is, Yena,
With the worst Russian accent
with
I have
the
ever
worst
heard
Russian
in my
accent ever.
life.
And every time I get into COD servers, they ask me.
It
if I'm-
sounded like
they-
me doing
they
it,
ask,
dude.
They
It
ask me if
legit-
I'm.
yeah.
The COD service people always ask me if I'm Brewski. I know Brewski. I have blonde hair, but I know Brewski. I know Brewski.
That's legitimately what it sounded like.
I know Brewski.
That was rough.
I got blue
yeah.
eye. I know Brewski. I got blonde hair, blue eye. I know Brewski.
You want to run some Tog?
Yeah,
dude.
who the fuck is gonna
hop
say
on
that?
Tog with me.
Yeah, like
Dude,
that's upsetting.
You remember when we were saying when you were like, "Man, A Light in the Darkness is such a stupid last name for the last map." That sounds better than Tog the Toten, doesn't it?
Also, by the way, with the little snippets we got now, Do you still think that's our intro cutscene? I still don't think so.
I don't think so anymore. No.
Nope.
I think. What do you think that's gonna be
I
used
knew
for?
it,
That
man.
has to be.
Okay, I still feel like there's a part 2. That had no ending to it, I feel like. That had no ending. I feel like
I
that
think
got
we'll
cut
get a
short.
trailer like within the next. When,
We're probably going to get a trailer this week. We're probably going to
yeah,
get one more trailer this
I
week.
think we'll get
We have
one
to
more
get
trailer
one
this
more
week.
trailer this week, and then maybe like a gameplay screenshot or something of like a, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe they'll throw in like Peter McCann for no reason again. Who
Maybe
knows?
they'll add in like, I don't know. You know what I also thought too? Even fucking awesome theater mode footage would be better than whatever the fuck they give us those 2D shits, you know? Like, give us like, I don't know. Because that's what it looked like, those teasers they were giving us, was just like theater mode shots. Like just theater mode,
Yeah.
zoom ins and stuff. And then a lot of people saying it was like, that's all CGI. I still feel like we're going to get a non-CGI intro cinematic, a non-CGI, another non-CGI trailer, and then the end cutscene, because there's a lot of rumors now going on saying like there's gonna be one more CGI, like the ending cutscene is CGI.
I hope the intro CG.
Hopefully.
I hope so, man.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
They confirmed in a post on Reddit, I think, that the trailer they dropped was a story trailer, not the intro cutscene.
Maybe that trailer will connect to another story trailer, and then we'll have the intro.
I think that's the way they're gonna be using their sources to tell the Victor storyline. Because remember, I don't think we're gonna be playing as 12 playable characters in DLC 4. So we have to learn how Victus gets the golden rod or whatever they get, for us to go to Agatha. And
see, I would have more hope, but like, why Call of the Dead, dude? I would have more hope. Like
you can't put the golden rod in another location.
Like that
It goes
doesn't
back
sound
to time.
monumental.
I have a feeling that the golden rod, they could have easily put it in another location, but guess what? No time.
Lazy creation.
No, I wouldn't say lazy. I would just say like they just have no fucking option.
You think so?
They had a full Nuketown made up for Blackout. They were like, all right, DLC 3, we gotta make this. So here we go, Nuketown. Okay.
Yeah.
Then we have Call of Dead in Blackout. They only have to make, they have to make a lot more areas for Call of Dead. We only have the lighthouse and shit. But
I think the door will be open this time.
yo,
The
we
door
have
from
a
the main
full
side.
fucking buried in Blackout. You know that, right? The full map's there. Full map. Besides the starting room, we got buried. So.
You think we're gonna get another Revelations where the main map's called the Dead, but different stuff has been ported in?
I hope not.
I'd be surprised if they don't include
make,
Nocturne.
I honestly hope they make Call of the Dead new.
I think all of us do. I really think they're gonna implement like Nocturne and Toten or something, because that moon, the moon picture is like from Noct. I'm pretty sure, like that moon rising over the horizon.
Yep.
I don't know, dude. We'll see. It's gonna be really interesting to see what the map is, because it's not looking good, but
we will like DLC more. But I don't know. So now I also wrote down for the final thing I want to talk about. What now after TOG? What is COD 2020's plan with zombies? Now, what do you think that? Because now I'm seeing a lot more people saying now after this they better reboot the storyline. They better reboot this. They better.
I don't think they'll reboot it.
Do you think they're just gonna stick with chaos for Call of Duty 2020 Zombies, or you think they're gonna do the same thing, separating the fan base and just giving us Ether and chaos?
I low-key would not be surprised
Or
if they
you
just
think
abandoned zombies.
Do you think they're gonna end chaos?
I would not be surprised if they didn't continue chaos. I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest. If they just if they just straight up like for COD 2020 they had campaign, multiplayer, and like Spec Ops, I wouldn't be surprised at all. I think it's not that would be better, but I think they might prefer it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
No, yeah, I
Because
agree.
of all the backlash
I first of all, think about it. Call of the Dead we're gonna be getting in DLC 4. Buried's already in. Buried's already in Blackout. Diarize has to be made, and then
Think we're getting a Zombie Chronicles 2?
I hope we get a Zombies Chronicles 2.
I think if there is a Zombies Chronicles 2, there will be zombies in COD 2020. If not, chances a lot less.
Well, if not, then maybe that's a good thing that they're just not even wasting their fucking time on like this fucking thing, like on this game still. Like now the gears are towards fucking Black Ops 5.
But imagine how gross that would be playing like Diarize, but with the BO4 perk system. Imagine how gross that would be.
Terrible.
I don't even want to think about
First
that.
of all, I would have to play Die Rise. I'm probably not even gonna play Die Rise with the remaster. I'm probably just gonna hop on it once to get the feel and.
Out Die Rise. Can I just buy everything but Die Rise?
Yeah, can we get like
Yeah.
separate map packs?
Yeah,
That's what I feel like they're gonna do with Modern Warfare, because when they said they're not doing DLCs and they're not doing season passes, they're just gonna feel
they
like
have the
I feel like they're gonna
operation
do
type
like
things.
operation, and then you have to buy stuff for the operation.
Did you see supply drops got leaked or
Of
yeah,
course they did though.
they got leaked.
Of
Yeah,
course.
because someone got it in like their menu, but that was like what everyone was like. What are the COD points gonna be used for? More supply drops. Yay!
I don't know why other people would just expect Call of Duty not to have supply drops now. Microtransactions is in every
They
game
make
now.
so much money,
It's in
dude.
every
That makes
game.
them so much
Yeah.
money.
So why not? You know, if I'm a business, I'm doing it in
Yeah.
a fucking game.
For sure.
I'm doing.
I would
that.
too. That literally, I'm pretty sure they make like double that from microtransactions than they do from the actual game sales. Why would they not?
Yeah, that is true. I don't know. I mean, I don't even know. I'm gonna look at it actually right now. The chart of like sales for Call of Duty, COD sales.
Do you like
see.
versus microtransactions?
COD's. Oh, okay. Good thinking. COD sales
Big
versus
brain.
micro penis.
BO4
No. Microtransactions. Activision says microtransaction revenue for Black Ops 4 are higher than sales.
Boom.
Activision,
Remember when they made?
trumpets,
Remember
Call of
when they
Duty
made a red dot site in the
Activision
BO4 store?
Blizzard made over $4 billion in microtransactions, including with Call of Duty World War II, Overwatch, and
nuts.
Destiny 2. $4
That's
billion.
That's a lot of money.
$4 billion.
Remember when they put a red dot site in the BO4 store?
On a crate, yeah. They made that
was-
mistake again.
I think that was the breaking point. I think that's the day I stopped playing Black Ops 4. Like legitimately, that was the
I think we had a podcast that day when
Yeah.
that was on the store.
I
You were
think
like,
that was
what
the
the
breaking
fuck?
point for me. I legitimately that day I was like, that's it, dude. They put the literal red dot site for like $2. You got paid $2 for a red dot site. That just blew my mind.
When
I did
you,
not think that I would
I
ever
just
see
saw
that.
I saw the Diamond Series comment. What is COD's 2100 Zombies plan? When do you think Call of Duty is probably going to like die down?
It'll never end unless it stops
Really?
making money. If it's still making, why do you think The Walking Dead's still on? Because it's still AMC's biggest cash cow. They would never kill it off if it still makes them that much money. Even if it means driving the story into the ground, they'll still make it. Why would they not?
Bro, when does the new season start? I caught up.
October 10th. I thought I was the only person
Oh.
on Earth that still watched it. So like less than a month.
Well, you were for a little bit. Then I saw on Netflix they updated their episodes. I was like, you know what?
Dude,
Why
I want to
not?
stop watching it so bad. I can't stand the show anymore. But I've made such a commitment to this show, watching 9 seasons. Like
Yeah.
I have to keep watching. I can't just not.
By the way, if you guys haven't seen Tim Hansen's last video, me and Jack the Bus and a lot of zombie YouTubers are in
Yeah.
it, go
Dude,
check that out. Yeah.
I got a comment on a video last night. I was like, saw you in Tim Hansen's video. I was like, dude, it was like 3.5 hours.
Bro, I have people just subbing to my channel. I'm in
Yeah.
video, the last map. I'm in 3
Yeah.
hours in.
Yeah.
I'm in there.
That was nuts, dude.
But yeah, Tim Hansen.
But I was watching it. He put edits in. Like he didn't just throw all
I
the
know.
gameplay together. It was like blowing my mind. I'm like, this man actually edited a movie. Like
I put fucking I said a lot of damage or something in mine. He put Phil Swift in the
Yeah,
thing. How about
like-
a little more?
he actually like put in cuts and stuff. It was blowing my mind.
After watching his video, I was like subconsciously like writing the thing for I'll say it, okay as fuck. Every year now, I want to do a documentary, but about artificial gaming. So I want to do, because I want to still keep the feel and the old school, you know, I still want to keep the tone of, you know, where this all came from. So I want to do another artificial gaming podcast. I want to do another artificial gaming documentary. And I was thinking back, and I actually looked at, and I have a picture of my editing software and my sequences of how sick that editing was on the documentary, and how like small cuts you see go from along the fuck, and it was like
it's
20
so
it was 30
satisfying.
minutes, and I'm just sitting there looking at this, and I'm like, how did I not put my head through that
Yeah.
fucking mind? I know too, and bro, I had so many problems with the documentary. I had to take my face in audio, Vinny's face and audio, Matt's face and audio, edit all those out, then render all those. Then after I rendered all those, gotta put them back in. Then you have the footage of us walking, and they have to find the great music that makes you want to cry. It's just like,
dude,
fucking.
After editing a long project, looking at all of it together in its final form, it's so satisfying.
Yeah,
like
man.
seeing all those little intricate cuts and stuff. Oh my god, there's nothing better.
So like,
There's nothing better.
So like I'm right now. I only have like I'm writing down the plan for it, and I'm just sitting back, and I'm like, you know what? I haven't made a video like this in a long time, and I think it's good that I haven't made it in a long time because previously last year I had a problem with just me overpacking myself with stuff like, oh, do this, do this, do this, do this. Now with this coming up year, I'm like, you know what? I learned that I do have like it doesn't have to go out that week. You know, it doesn't have to go out in 2 weeks. Like in my head, I'm always thinking of who's competing with me, motherfucker. Like who's behind me? Who's coming after my lunch? You know, who's ready to, So that's why my anxiety fucks it up when I'm like, I gotta do it.
As a content creator, you have that struggle of like, I want to make like a really heavily edited video every week, but I don't have the energy. Make a couple of videos.
And then when you sit down and you're like, I can do it. I think I can pull it off. And then you're on like the second week and you're so fucking like, because I have a thing in me, and I'm not sure if it's with you or not a lot of other creators, but I have a thing in me to where I feel like sometimes people, or like not like sometimes family, sometimes friends, I feel like sometimes they just think I'm sitting here doing nothing for the majority of the time.
Yeah.
You ever have that feeling when you feel like just people think you're a lazy piece of shit?
Oh,
and
yeah,
you're just not doing
for sure,
nothing.
Dude.
Before, I had plenty of long talks with my mom and dad, and I had a long talk with my dad yesterday, actually. And I kind of got a little choked up because I never actually heard my dad always supports me and everything. You know how my dad wants to be on the fucking show. So he was, and I told him, I said, Dad, I said, I tell you and Mommy all the time, I said, I'm like, I don't take it for granted. I'm like, I know how many people in this world that are like kids like me who want to do this, but they don't have the supporting parents. They don't have the backing from their parents. So, get a job, go to get your medical degree, whatever the fuck,
Hello,
pushing
I'm
them.
streaming over
And I was a big accidental madness. Thank you for describing. I was just so like I was shocked when my dad was like, listen, he goes like, think about it as us investing in you right now. Like if we thought you were a lazy piece of shit doing nothing, we would fucking say, all right, get out of the house. Like, what the fuck? Like, so I kind of had to have that little refreshment in my head. Like, all right,
affirmation.
Yeah, because like you can understand too, Jack. Like where you can understand, like you can in your head, you can be like the typical kid of, going to school, having the job. That's okay to people. That's okay in their eyes. That's normal to people. But then the kids like you and me that are going on the other path and we're just trying something else with their lives and we're trying to do something different, we automatically get like, you're like for example, like they call you like, oh, you're the dropout, like, oh, what, you're the asshole, like you're the fucking, like like you're just lazy.
I think the more the time goes on too, the more it's recognized that like standard career paths and stuff aren't the norm anymore. Like a lot of these kids are growing up wanting to be YouTubers, like, but then you think to like the people that they're watching, like Jake Paul, Logan Paul, like their audience is massive. Like they have so many kids watching them.
But then you get to the point where, like me, a lot of the times, where I sit back and for the longest time, if my friends would make a little cocky comment, just bust my balls, joking around about, not actually having a real job and doing this or and like telling them, and like first of all, like my friend Steven always busts my fucking balls when it comes to like this, right? Like right now, he might just think right now I'm just sitting down playing a video game or just doing nothing, right?
Yeah.
But he doesn't.
But most of the time, they don't understand.
He doesn't
That's
see
why.
the shit I have to go through.
Yeah.
He doesn't understand that the like him
that
being
4 a.m. editing.
Him being at work, the 4 a.m. editing, or him being at work and having to deal with the fucking that coworker and like being drained by that coworker or from that person. Jack, you can understand with me also. There's people you deal with on social media, like in DMs, contacts, emails. There's some people when you're like, how the fuck is this kid getting this far in life? Like, how does he know how to tie his shoes?
Yeah.
Oh my fucking
It's-
like I kind of had a little thing with that also. I had a kind of little thing with someone like a viewer, a fan of mine on on Twitter. I kind of saw this kid was going a little like he was kind of making himself look like a fool a little bit on Twitter. And I kind of DM'd him saying, "Hey man, like this I don't think this is a good way to promote yourself on Twitter. Like I don't know what's going on, but." And then this person just goes on a rampage like, "I'm learning a lot about people today. I lost a lot of respect." Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, like what the fuck? Like I'm just trying to give you advice here, but they don't get that. They don't get that. Like for example, the shirts. I did the 24-hour live stream in July. It's September. You don't think I feel bad? Like I had the shirts out, but people understand. Like I was moving. All the shirts are getting made by me. I'm not outsourcing by a company. You know, so like people don't see the stresses that we have. It's so different to your stresses, but
people underestimate
the energy
the
that
stuff,
it takes out on you. It's the same fucking thing. The bus. I remember high school taking the bus to school every day and just watching the last year on the bus. Even today when I'm on the bus. Just watching the people in the morning with their miserable faces on going to their 9 to 5. And then just every day seeing the same people every day on the fucking bus. That's not me. That's not going to be me. My Uncle Joe, big supporter in me ever since the beginning. Like he was always like, Matty Ice, when we were like big in RPG gaming, Gfinity, like, oh, Matty Ice, the competitive gamer or whatever. Like he's so into my work, my Uncle Joe. So, and especially now with comedy, he really is. So now, in the beginning, he was a big advocate in always having a plan, like a plan B, Yeah. And I try to tell him, Uncle Joe, I'm like, in the music industry, acting industry, whatever industry, if you really want it, more than your next breath, there is no plan fucking B.
You should always have something you can fall back on.
You
throwing
always
yourself
should.
into your work is, you have to have a passion.
You have to have a passion, and of course, to pay the bills, to eat, you gotta have a plan B and shit. But also, like, have like that plan B to me, like my plan B is going to school, getting that job, getting the secure thing. But
it's never your main focus.
That's never my main focus. When I'm in fucking class, my friend Joe can tell you, I'm writing scripts. I'm not even paying attention to that fucking guy. When the test comes, I read whatever. I'm on the bus listening to music and just closing my eyes and thinking of how the video can go. How I'm just all day, 24/7, 365. I'm in my head with this shit. And that's why I'm pretty sure one day I'm going to have to fucking go to therapy because this fucking head is nonstop, 24/7, 365, go, 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 go. And it's crazy. And you could probably understand it too when you're trying to go to bed and you have 300 tabs open.
Yeah. Do you know how many high school classes I sat through just not caring a single thing about what the teacher said with my notebook open, just writing down video ideas? There was one day where I literally, I was so bored in class, I drew out my room to plan a more efficient setup, for my PC. I literally diagrammed my room in the middle of class. I was like, okay,
that's what I kind of did before this. I said, okay, where can I put my desk where I have more room?
Yeah, I was doing that in class, dude, because that's what I cared about. But that's not saying that you shouldn't just drop everything.
No,
if you have something that you love, you should go for it, dude.
And also having a life too, actually having a life, balancing that also.
Going outside and staying sane is so important. Oh my god.
Why you look confused? It's a tree.
People talk about the grind. They're like, dude, you gotta be on the grind. You gotta edit 24/7, 7 days a week, but it's so unhealthy if you never
those people who have to make those videos for their job, for their bills, to actually pay their bills and pay their rent, their mortgage, whatever. I get that, but then when you're someone that's still trying to do it for a job, but you're still
going to school,
but you're still at a point where you're still kind of doing stuff just for fun at some point. Why go that serious?
You have to go outside.
Last year, I probably snapped out of it these previous months. Last year, man, because that was the first year going deep into YouTube, and I was like, I didn't know what to fucking do. I was just so fucking, you
have to find a balance. You either find a balance or you do like me and you do, where we go, and then you just have to burn out. You just have to take a complete, an absolute
but
break.
you know what's so cool though? That when we burn out, we always have this podcast though. We always have something that we
no matter what, even when I'm burned out, I don't skip the podcast.
Because this is my therapy, Jack, for right now. Yeah. This is my therapy right now. People don't understand how much you're in your head all day. You're in your head all day.
And then getting your thoughts out. Oh my god.
Fucking like when I'm out with my friends, sometimes I have to realize like I'm blabbering on. Because like, I haven't really talked this much since the last podcast.
Yeah.
Like I really haven't. Like besides talking to my mom and stuff, like being outside, like that's conversation. But me ranting and like talking, like devoting into a conversation.
Yeah, that's why I'm so thankful for streaming, because I don't think I would be as open as I am in videos if I didn't stream. I don't think I would have as sane of a mind if I wasn't able to talk to like chat and be like, okay, so today we're doing this. I'm planning these videos for this week. If I didn't have that like audience to completely talk to and like actually interact with them, I would drive myself crazy.
How often are you streaming now?
I try to every day, but this Vegas thing sent me back so hard. Like it just completely obliterated me. But I try to every day.
So Jack, we're getting to episode 100 fast, you know what I'm saying? 30 more episodes and we're
30 more episodes.
30 technically one podcast month. So 4, 8, 12, 16, and 20, 24, 28. Yeah, we got 8 months. We got like seven and a half months.
We'll be like
unless we do like a
then.
bonus episode or something. We'll have like 6 months.
Let's just do a week of podcasts. Do one podcast every single day.
Bro, I don't know. Like I'm actually like starting to like I'm thinking of like episode 100 ideas. So let's just think realistically here, Jack. Okay.
You're thinking of episode 100 ideas. That's
so in 8 months. In 8 months. It'll be September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. So it'll be next summer.
Yeah, at the start of the summer.
So that's I can't say. We can go take a fucking trip,
dude.
Let's go to the beach. Let's get
away.
Hey,
in-person podcast, episode 100. Me and you in person. Wouldn't that be wild?
We can go meet halfway. Georgia, New York. We'll meet in fucking. What's halfway, Georgia, New York? What's in the middle of Georgia? What's the middle of Georgia, New York, chat? What's in the middle of Georgia, New York? Let me just get my let me get my globe. Stop.
I still want to do a big podcast for the end of DLC 4 where we have
you DM me that. I still haven't thought about it that much. What do you want to do?
Wild?
What do you want to ask the chat? What do you want to do?
Like,
what
we have on like I don't know if we should do it the week before DLC 4, like the Saturday before or the Saturday after, where we would have on
because Lex said after that week you can have us. Lex said any other week, let me know so we can have him on.
Could do Lex. I think Lex would be better with like 1 or 2 people.
Lex would be good because he doesn't have a lot of connection to zombies now, so he can just speak however the fuck the real truth about zombies.
I think if we did 6 people like I want to, it would be like comfortable if we had like me, you, Greg, Johnny, Tim, and
Virginia. I think he's Chad said in the chat. Virginia, VA.
Virginia's nice.
Stream the podcast with a beach backdrop and ice cold margaritas.
Ice cold margaritas.
I like that. I like that.
I think a 6-person podcast for the end of zombies would be really fun.
I think that'd be cool. Yeah. So we'll start recruiting people.
I think we should do it for after DLC 4. Yeah, I think after would be better. The Saturday after. That'd be fun.
Boy, oh boy. So DLC 4 comes out September 23rd. That is next Monday? Not this Monday coming up, the next Monday.
Yes. Wow. So that podcast will be in 2 weeks, the 28th. So we'll have one more regular before that.
Oh, and by the way, I'm gonna bring it up now because this will be the new thing for this will be the new segment for the show. So, people, we're gonna announce this. Unless it's like a in the moment type of thing, we're not gonna be actually doing Boombot Blitzes no more. Like Boombot Blitzes where like we throw shit on Vinny. We're not gonna do that no more. But we got a different idea.
We have more skits coming.
Ink blots with boombots.
What is this?
Ink blots with boombots. So you know the ink blots like Hyatrus fucking show you?
Yeah.
That's all I have to say.
Oh no.
That's all. So
I haven't told you, Turbo. I've been like brainstorming my own skits.
Jack, you know how many times I tell you let's fucking do it, man.
I've been brainstorming.
You've been brainstorming. When you gonna produce
Jackbot Splits, dude. I will literally let anyone throw anything at my face. I swear to God.
Piss on me. Piss in my cornea. Pee in my cornea.
Dude, I like how we went from that to like very deep conversation about
Yeah.
following your dreams in life. That's this podcast.
Tim Hansen,
in a
pee in my
nutshell.
mouth. Yeah. But no, I
Sam,
just,
do you want to be on the mega podcast?
Tim,
we're having
Tim,
we're having a mega podcast.
We're planning a mega podcast for the end of Zombies. Probably you. We'll get Lex. We'll get Noah's hairline. We'll get
Johnny.
We'll get all of us. We'll get plus Johnny to produce the piss.
Yeah.
What else?
Yeah.
What's going on, Vincenzo?
Greg.
Yeah, I'm down. All right. So we have Tim down for nudity. So Tim will produce the sexual entertainment.
Yes.
For that podcast. Maybe. Oh, by the way, guys, I hope you enjoyed the little image I put for the podcast for episode 69. That me.
I had to veto the first one.
Yeah, I
She was naked in the first one. I said, "Turbo, our child audience."
See the areola? It was our faces on it.
Our child audience.
Jack, I'm sorry. Have you ever seen a naked girl before?
No, stop ruining my Christian experience.
My fucking eyes!
My virgin eyes.
What you call it? No, but yeah, that'll be a great episode we'll do at the end of Zombies.
September 28th. Mark your calendars.
Skull Society 35. Thank you so much to subscribe, my brother. And guys, if you want to check out Tim Hansen's video, click on his name in the chat and go watch his latest video where he has the biggest Zombies collaboration. What you call it? I want
to make a point to say that people are starting the blue screen on Modern Warfare. By the way, there's been a lot of blue screens. Apparently today.
Jesus.
So that's exciting.
What was I gonna say? What was I gonna fucking say, Jack?
That I'm cute.
Interrupted. No. What the fuck was I gonna say, man?
I'm gonna start a group chat about this mega podcast because I'm heading this project.
Yes, Jack, you had this project. You had this project, and I'll just show up one day to the Smith Plays and the oh my god, the fucking comments.
Oh, we should have Star on.
The fucking comments of in Tim's video of having the Smith Plays and the Lonely Mailbox in the videos. That's fucking crazy. Like, why were those two people being in a Zombies video? Smith Plays hasn't touched Zombies since.
Wait, which video?
In the recent Tim Hansen video, they were like, "Where's Smith Plays? Where's the Lonely Mailbox?"
Dude, I don't think Pat has even played BO. I have no idea.
I think he touched out for Omega, but then after that, it was like, "Yep, goodbye."
It is what it is, dude. Did you like the tweet I tagged you in? It was like, I don't know how many more it is. Like,
yeah. I've been seeing a lot of fucking things recently that like connects to our show.
We're getting more attention, Turbo. Tell you what.
My mom had to go.
Is that Mama?
Yeah, she had to leave. She had to leave. I put out a poll on Twitter saying how y'all liking this MW beta, and how you liking MW? 66% said good for a beta, and 34% said bad. I don't like it.
Did anyone comment on why they said bad?
It's just so mediocre. The game regressed back to MW3 while only removing the minimap. The game.
What do you mean regressed to MW3? MW3 is an awesome game.
The game is so clunky and way too slow, and the fact that I can only earn a UAV once per life in a game with
that is whack.
Is stupid. Yeah, and that's what I commented. We need
more UAVs.
Back in fucking.
I just think people are. It's like growing pains, like shifting into a different version of COD. I think it's
played it, and I don't really care. Okay.
Toxic. That dude, how do you not? Oh my god, how do you not care about like new games out? I don't know. I haven't played Borderlands 3 though. I don't really care about Borderlands.
Yo, who still plays fucking PUBG with a smile on their face?
Chopper.
Yeah, Chopper. Dr. Disrespect.
Doc doesn't love PUBG anymore.
Oh shit! So, Carnage Fortunate, fucking some kid on some kid. I kind of felt like DMing you this, but some kid on Twitter put out a very nice tweet about me saying like, I just found out these two creators very underrated. Go subscribe to them, and I was like, oh, thank you. Then I didn't know who else he tweeted me with, and it was a Carnage member. So I was like, oh shit, watch me fucking join Carnage. And Jack like,
you just didn't even submit it.
No, I didn't do one video submission, nothing. I'm just in the tweet. Yo,
dude.
you want to be in a fucking clan, man? You want to be in a clan?
Yeah, it's like
So once you join Carnage, what are the perks? Like, what do you get? Is there like a contract or something with this?
They're like, I think Scuff and G Fuel are making packages for the new members. My whole thing
Oh.
about joining clan is not for the numbers. It's like to have another output or source of like content creators
Yeah.
to not only have the option to like make videos with or like make content with, but also like to bounce ideas back. I think an unlimited supply of other people that have the same vision and the same dream as you, I think it's so healthy. And
Yeah.
I just think like camaraderie in that kind of sense is just I think that's super beneficial for on any content creator. That's kind of my whole take on it.
Yep. Brother, I agree with you. I fucking agree.
Pro Hennis and Dismo. Dismo's not in Carnage anymore, but Pro Hennis and Dismo both in Carnage, and they're both content creators I look up to a lot. And they both grown a lot over the years, and I just think
It's overall a good, just
it's like a healthy environment.
You say
to,
it's
like,
not the
be a
numbers,
part of.
but automatically you're gonna see them generically when you join Carnage or whenever somebody joins a clan. When I was doing the Red Reserve thing, you don't even know how many conversations I had with my mother being like, "If I'm in this fucking clan, it'll be great. People will know me because I have the red in the middle of my name, and if I decide to leave one day, I still have a following." And like it just I always enjoyed it. In the beginning, like going for an organization, but then as I started like developing who I am as a creator and who I am as when I told you this past year, I learned a lot more of who I am as like a person, creator, what I want to do in my life. So when that in my head now is even when I'm playing like wiffle ball or something, I can't take like command. Like I can't take it with like just wipe it off. Like when I would work with my father in the summer, I'm not used to having a boss. Like I'm not used to having someone.
I think you have to. Sorry, I think you have to find like a healthy balance. Like people that join clans and they make their entire branding around that clan.
Yeah.
Like it's like join Carnage. It's like everything on their channel. It's like member of this, member of this. It's like their name on their channel is that. And I'm not as much about that. I'm more about like having that group of people, like representing the brand.
Yeah,
of
like
course,
Ninja
but
for a
having
lot of
that group
time was still a part of who for like a
but
lot
still
of time.
being your own person, like still representing yourself.
Like it was
but
like
still having
it was the Ninja show, but he still had the logo for like a year or something because he was still under contract with the organization Ninja before he shot up. But then I guess they worked something out to where he was like, I'm gonna make it to where it's like my Ninja show, like the Ninja, and then your logo's still there.
Yeah, I mean, no one really knew Ninja was part of Luminosity, when he blew up, but he still represented the brand and he still had those content creators that he worked with. I think I think it's a very healthy environment, especially if you
Laggin 24.
have similar content.
Laggin 24 is a part of TK, Team Caliber.
Is a part of
Team Caliber.
Is he really?
Yeah.
See, I didn't even know that.
I didn't know that either for the longest time. And then when I saw one day Chaos Excellence, I just fucking like talked to him and I was like, wow.
Yeah. I just think it's beneficial to both the people in the clan and you.
Yeah, I just one day would love to meet the people of Red Reserve. Like I would just love to meet the people and be like, do you know what you did to me?
Dude, did you see what Formula?
Yes, I do.
Did you see what he tweeted the other day? He got a lot of backlash for it.
Let's see. Don't tell me. I want to see it.
No, he deleted it.
Oh.
He got a lot of backlash for this. He tweeted I think Mitch quote tweeted it. He was like, if you're really passionate about content creation or like chasing your dreams, you have to do whatever it takes. You have to sell your bed. You have to eat only ramen for months on end. And people were just like, dude, wait, sell your bed. It's like, dude, wait, to get a microphone, I should sell my bed.
I'm not gonna lie to you. A lot of those kids like in Red Reserve and stuff, and when I was watching them, I knew in my head, I was like, I'm not going to be lovey-dovey friends with these kids. Like, I see them. They're Cali boys. They're fucking, like, I don't know.
I mean, I don't know much about the guy.
I don't know about them either, but I am...
That was my first impression of him.
I typecast people, and it's a problem. But automatically, I just saw, like, the whole... Not the whole clan, but I just saw, like, Formula, for example. Like, Formula, like, the biggest person. Fucking hair, the fucking short fucking shirt, the fucking like that. Like all right.
That's another thing about Carnage too. Apollo, he's very well versed in like speaking his mind, but at the same time like representing the brand well. I don't know. I just like the way he runs everything. It's just kind of just a
I
little bit of
sold my
everything.
virginity for a Logitech C920. I think
like Mundane said, FaZe Jeff. Like
Yeah.
half the time you wouldn't really remember that FaZe, but he still represents the brand, but he's still himself. Like people see him as Jeff, not FaZe Jeff most of the time, at least.
No,
So.
yeah, but what you call it? I remember when Artificial Gaming was a thing, and
That was the biggest clan.
Artificial Gaming was the biggest
in
clan.
its prime.
I remember when I was in Artificial Gaming and I started getting those, because in baseball I was the captain. Basketball, I was always the one in the huddle to be like, "All right, let's fucking go, you jerk offs! Like, let's fucking go." We're playing like 90-year-old bitches. And I'm always the one to be like, all right, let's rally it up, let's go, let's do it. Like, and when we play football, I always want to be the quarterback. Like, I always want to be that guy. So, then when I'm playing football and stuff, and I'm getting like turbo, you go there, turbo shift. I'm always like, all right. I take it, I bite it on my tongue. I'm like, all right, even though it's baseball, I'm gonna fuck, but. Like, all right, but like, I'm not used to someone.
That's your personality too, though.
Telling me something. When I work with my father, and like that fucking like the boss, like, I have I have a passage in my book called "The Man in the Chair." Not my book, but like, I write names and stuff, and I wrote "The Man in the Chair." And one day, it was the last time I worked with my dad. I think it was in July, and I'm working with them, or early August, and I'm working with them, and we're literally taking apart a fucking, like, steps, like concrete brick steps, like just bing, bing, we're breaking fucking bricks and shit. So we're carrying brick stuff, and I understand the boss is paying you. He's paying you for the job. So, okay. But if I was one day, if I, am blessed to, do great in comedy and I get a house and, a family and stuff like that, and one day I want to do renovations on my house and I have to hire a contracting company, I would never be the boss to be like this in front of the workers. I would never be that boss to be like this.
Dude, Turbo, if you ever have to get screwed, dude.
A what?
Someone's gonna tell you what to do, and you're no.
Oh, bro, I'm already thinking of interning at a radio station, and interning, you don't even get paid, so I'm already expecting
I got paid
myself.
as an intern.
Bro, well, yeah, you get paid for some internships, but like, I'm not sure if this internship gets you paid, but I really want to intern at a radio station in Brooklyn, just, be more, especially more media and stuff. Expand my horizons. So, so then, like, I was working that day, and he has a pool in his backyard, and he's like, oh, this is going to be a beach house at the end when we're done with this. It's going to be a big, look at my pool, it's starting to clear up, and he's saying all this while he's leaning back with his feet crossed, eating pizza while we're dripping fucking. Now, I understand that's our job, like, that's what we're doing, but when you want to act like Papa fucking Smurf, and you want to, like, watch over us, like, down on us, like, I have no ties in that industry, in that business. I will leave that fucking job. Keep your fucking money. I will fucking leave. I remember one time he was busting my balls a little bit, like, oh, come to work tomorrow. I was like, nah, I can't work tomorrow. I'm working on video, blah, blah, blah. I was like, comedy, blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, I'm playing golf. And he was like, no, you coming to work tomorrow? I was like, no. I was like, his name's Louie. Fuck you. So, I go on, and I'm playing golf. If he gets to an hour and 41 into this, Jack, I'm very impressed. So I'm making believe I'm playing golf. I'm like, Louie, I'm gonna have your name on my socks. So every time I hit a ball, I'm gonna kiss my socks for you right there, Louie. And no, he's a nice guy. He's a great guy. He letting me work and stuff. And
can't burn that bridge too fast.
But no, but at the end of the day, it's just like, I don't think bro, I'm not fit for this 9-to-5 shit, man.
Some people just aren't, dude.
Like when you're sitting in your cybersecurity thing or whatever the fuck, you don't feel like you're jumping out of that window and having your brains just splatter on the concrete in the parking lot.
That's the thing, though. I think you grow into different fields, like in a certain way. Like
Well, maybe it's just me. Hello?
Yeah, your microphone. You're using webcam.
Okay.
There you go.
Good.
I think. Yeah.
Okay.
I just think
you grow. You said you grow into different.
Yeah,
things.
you're gonna find something that you may have to sit in, but if you always keep your eyes like ahead, like I actually like looking ahead, like
That's
I
what I
always
do.
want to be making
Bro,
videos. Then
when I'm
if you have to work a 9 to 5, then it doesn't matter.
bro,
If you're
when I'm
always like
sweating and
creating,
shit, and I'm like I'm just like doing whatever, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, and I'm just thinking like this money I'm gonna use to buy something
Dude,
for like YouTube
there-
or anything. But then in my head I'm like, but then you know what? And then it goes down the rabbit hole, and then my anxiety, and then everything else happens in my head to where I start thinking about other fucking people in this industry. To where I look back and I'm like, bro, I'm busting my fucking ass to make the content I want, but then there's some people just doing just shit content, getting.
if you want to feel the most
know?
if you want to feel the most grateful for the time you have, if you actually want to feel very grateful for the opportunities you're given,
But-
go work a job.
but you
'Cause
know what, though?
Working that
Exactly.
job, dude,
Exactly.
whenever I delivered for Domino's, I had never wanted to stream more in my life. When I got to Domino's and I would start delivering, I was like, "Oh my god, I want to stream."
wanted to
so
get
bad right
home.
now. I want to make videos so bad right now. Like
Yeah.
you are so. It makes you so grateful whenever you get home from that job for the
Yeah.
time you have that it just makes you want to create it. But it's a constant battle because then if you don't have that job you're going to, you get into like a rut where you're sitting there and you're like, I won't do this.
And by the way, I'm getting BO3 for PC this week. It is
Finally,
this week.
dude.
This
We're
week.
supposed to record customs
This
today?
week. So this
I
week.
think
Also,
after
do you have
this.
to like pay for each custom map?
No, they're free.
Okay.
No, they're all workshops.
This is gonna be also very. First of all, I gotta get a controller for the PC. I gotta get Black Ops 3 for the PC.
Tim uses
that!
controller.
You know what? Maybe the first episode I'll do mouse and keyboard just to see how I can fucking like just survive.
Yeah.
But
Podcast. How long y'all dudes been streaming? Months, years? How long have you? When was your first stream, Turbo? I remember my first stream.
My first ever. Whoa! Like my first ever live stream. Whoa! My first ever.
Yeah, you can use the
live
PS4
stream.
controller, by the way, Turbo. You can use the PS4 controller.
Oh yeah, right. And you can just plug it
Yeah,
into the.
PS4 Windows.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
very
You
cool.
can just download
Very
the
cool.
software.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, no.
Mine was in October of 2016. I remember it very distinctly.
What was the game? It had to be BO3. Yeah, BO3. BO3. We live streamed for the first time in Artificial Gaming. Black Ops 3, DLC 3, Garage Crovey 24-hour live stream.
Your first ever live stream was 24 hours?
24 hours with Finny, Air Meep, Air Unlimited, and myself.
You wanna see my first ever stream?
Let's see it.
It was Dead by Daylight.
And then we'll end this because we're getting a little too far here, and I gotta actually go.
Yeah. I can literally link it. It is. I will link it. It's not on my channel. It's unlisted. October 13th, 2016. So almost 3 years. Almost
Wait a minute,
3 years.
I gotta go on fucking.
Here,
websites.
no. You can't see it on my channel. It's unlisted. Here,
Oh,
I'll
I
put
thought you
it-
link it.
There, it's in chat.
Oh, it's in chat. Okay.
Dead by Daylight, chill stream, rank reset, GG. Live sub count 535. What a classic stream.
Grammar.
Oh yeah.
Look at that overlay. I had a
Yo,
bus.
Dead by
I had a bus gif. Oh my god. I was balling.
Damn.
Two fat likes. Good times, dude.
Bro,
I used to play so much.
and you
Dead
know
by
what's so
Daylight.
funny too, and like I wanted to conclude what I was saying before, like then I go into think about the other people, but then I also think about I'm like, but you know what though, I'm like I don't want what they want, like the people that just want like the life of live off donations, live off subs, and
That
that's
sounds
your
exhausting.
life. I don't want that. I actually want to go out in the field of comedy. I want to be a stand-up comic. I want to get a comedy special. I want to release comedy albums. I want to do so much more. Like this is step one of my fucking life, man. This is
Building
like
your own
step
brand
one.
around yourself is like a process. You gotta,
This is the and people don't understand the biggest stand-up comics. Like they started like the same age I am, and they just get their recognition when they're like 30. When they're like 32 or 20 something. Like it takes a while in this industry, in this business, to get the recognition you deserve. Do you have webcam on this stream?
Yeah.
Why can't I fucking? Oh my god!
Dude, you see that giant pimple in the middle of my forehead? Good times. That was before Accutane. Accutane was
Accutane?
my biggest. Accutane was my biggest blessing and curse of all time.
Bro, what is Oh, Accutane's the fuck. Oh, it's like proactive and shit,
Accutane
right?
was no. So it was like a 6-month thing I had to take. It was a pill that I took every single day, and
Ooh.
it dries out all your skin for like 6 months. Like it just completely dries you out. And I went through like maybe like 2 things of chapstick a week. Like it dries your entire body out. But once you're done, you just don't have acne. Just like I had very severe acne. If you watch some of my old streams on YouTube, you can't watch a lot of them because they're unlisted.
Yeah.
Oh my god, my acne was so bad. It was so bad. Like, nothing worked. Until,
Damn.
and yeah.
Yeah.
I used to have
I
such
remember I get lucky. Like I get like the blemishes here and there, and I get like the the occasional things. But then like I feel so bad now because like, when I was like, bro, my sister, she wasn't bad at all. But like
Dude,
she
there were days
also
I skipped school.
but
Like I legitimately I was like don't make me go to school. Like it was that bad. It was rough.
really.
Yeah.
'Cause I-
Oh my god, my acne was awful.
Because my sister, I used to fuck with her. I used to call her, like pimple face and shit. Like I used to go
Oh my
in. I used to
god,
go in.
Turbo.
And then she would cry, and then my father would be like, when he gets to that age, he'll understand. But then I never really got the fucking curse.
That's so unfair.
I never-
I hate you
I never
so
got the
much.
curse.
You deserve such
like
worse.
if I go like when you know me and I have my weeks of like I don't shower in a week, like that's when I start breaking out and I get fucking crazy, you know.
See,
if I start
I could eat healthy and shower all the time, and I would still get awful acne. Like it was
yeah,
so
look
bad.
at me. Look, I drink soda by the fucking gallons. I'm eating pound cake for fucking breakfast.
That's so
like,
unfair.
Like
That's so unfair.
I do no, but then you know like those pimples you feel before you get it. You're like, oh, this is gonna be a fucking monster. Oh god, it's like one of those inside your skin ones, and you're like, oh Jesus.
And
then
you feel it coming. You're like, oh my god.
you wake up and
week
it's
is
like,
picture
bingo,
week.
my name's Eddie. How are you? And I'm like, oh, hello, Eddie. Hello.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, there were some days I would just like wouldn't stream because I didn't like chat. Chat would bully me so hard, dude.
Bro, there was a kid in my high school. God forgive me, please, but his face
God.
looked like it got blown off by a shotgun.
Who did you bully, Turbo?
No, I didn't know. God, no. That kid would have committed suicide if I made a joke about his acne. But he would be on the bus. But you know what's so funny? He would be macking. He'd be macking girls. Like you wouldn't be like, ooh, I don't want to like kiss that fucking lip. Like,
dude, if you got the moves.
what's wrong
you
with
got
my
the
fucking
moves.
lips? No, but I go on
Nothing.
but like I go on Instagram now and he's all cleared up and I'm like,
Oh yeah, Accutane.
what the fuck? Oh, I go.
Dude,
when
Accutane saved my life.
I went to the doctor. I would honestly, Jack, privately, I would love to see you pre-fucking Accutane.
I can find a stream.
I don't believe it. I
my
believe
God.
it, of course, because you're saying it. But like, it's hard to see you as I do for like the longest time now,
Dude,
and then
it was
man.
so bad. It was awful.
terribly
but I
amazing
mean,
in the comedy world.
something
Stuff
you have to go through.
Thanks, Tim. Yeah, no. Also, now I'm a little scared. Now I'm seeing some comedy fucking things being like you have to be 21 to go on stage.
Really?
Now I'm like, because
That's lame.
because of their liquor license or something. But I'm like,
Stupid.
no. But I'm like, I'm gonna work. I'm gonna work away. Don't worry. I'm gonna work my way up there.
It
But
was
what was I gonna say?
goodness.
But that's crazy. I never knew that treatment. I remember I went to the skin doctor the dermatologist, my sister once, and my sister was getting these fucking needles injected into her face. And I was like, oh my, I was like, you're not doing that to me, right? And the only thing the guy did to me, he was like,
What, acupuncture?
no, the dermatologist, like something shots she was given for her acne, my sister, and she like literally shots in her fucking face. And I was like, what are you gonna do to me? And he literally took like a metal scraper and he was scraping my fucking face. I was like, what the fuck you doing? I was like, I ain't going back.
It was an awful process because you take those pills and then you go in and they like put stuff on your face and I don't even remember the process. They would like basically like get rid of the worst ones. Like they would completely like they would use like those not like pimple poppers, but they were like
Would
really
they
intense
numb you,
versions.
hopefully?
Yeah, they put a numbing cream all over your face. And then they would go one by one and they would get like the worst ones and like completely like dig them out because there's like dirt and stuff in them. They would completely like dig them out. It was so painful. But I mean, at the end of the day, it was worth it because I literally like had so little confidence because of how much acne I had. And you shouldn't like it's a part of life, but
Yeah, that's what I don't get too. Like people like kids like in high school and shit, like oh I'm just so like I have my self confidence. I'm like, do you understand this isn't your fucking 100% body? Like your body can make a full. Bro, I used to cry every night going into like junior high school because I was like always the shortest kid in the class. I know you didn't have that problem, but I was.
No, I was super short, dude. I didn't grow till my junior year.
Bro, I didn't grow into I don't know. Like I don't know. Like I think I'm like 5'10" now, 5'11", but like oh my god, no. I'm like 5'9", maybe 5'9", 5'10". But I go on and I would cry every night because like I would be you know, the first day of junior high school, I walked up the steps and two girls looked at me and said, "Are you for kindergarten? Are you going to kindergarten?"
Oh my god.
Bro, the first
horrible.
the first 30 seconds. And then I go home and I'm like, yeah, Ma, you see what the fuck I'm talking about? Like I told you, they're gonna look at me and be like, oompa, loompa, doopity doo. Like they're gonna look at me and they're gonna start singing with lollipops in their hand. Like,
Oh, poor Turbo.
and then when I would try out for basketball, oh, he's the point guard. Oh, why can't I play center, bitch?
That's horrible, dude.
But no, and then one time,
people,
like,
man, middle schoolers and high schoolers are cruel, dude.
I loved middle school. Middle school was great. I got away with so much shit in middle school. I loved it. I cannot ever say it on podcast, but maybe one day when I get, maybe on stage. But
Oh my god.
I would go. I got away with one thing in that school that easily is a suspension, maybe expulsion.
What'd you do?
Can't say it.
You have to tell
I'll
us.
tell you after. I'll tell you after.
No,
but
you have to tell us.
oh no, Jack! Because when I tell you, you're gonna be like, okay.
That's such a blue
Well, okay,
ball,
I'll tell
dude.
you. I'll tell you one of them. So, one of the things I got away with in that school was there was this girl. I'm gonna keep her name, you know, private, and she, you know, I'm a kid where I never make fun of like the poor kid or the kid with not a lot of money or never, ever, ever, ever. I'm a kid to where I would sit with them at lunch. I would be the one to be like, hey, come over here. What the fuck are you doing by yourself? Come over here. And I'll tell you later, Turbo. Oh, Tim's intrigued. But so
I think everyone is.
But I go and I see this girl, and I'm outside, and she had a reputation of like being too friendly to the kids that would be friendly with her because she's not used to that. She's not used to like being with friends. She would always walk into school smelling like cat piss and like.
Oh my god.
Bro, like she rose her hand and like armpit hair would be coming out. Like, she was a girl too, and I felt bad. So I would always talk to her, never, ever, ever any ill intent. Always talk to her and shit like that. One day after school, I see her at the corner store. I'm like, oh, hey, what's going on? And I guess she misheard me. I guess, like, something she heard out of my mouth maybe meant, like, fuck you to her. But when I said, like, oh, what you call, like, oh, hey, what's going on? And then when I left, because I'm guessing she said something, and, like, and I didn't hear her say something back, and I left, and she thought, like, I turned her back on her or something. The next day, I think nothing of it. The next day, I go into school. Matthew Tarantola, please come here with your book bag and your everything. Please come in.
Oh no!
I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, all right. I'm like, I guess I'll go. So I walk to the now the teacher that always the counselor. She had this type of disease that when she would get nervous or something, or like when she would get anxious, her face would turn purple. Hear me out. Her face or her nose, like from here all over, would be purple.
Yeah, I think I had someone that went to my house.
Okay. So kids would go all around school calling her Barney, calling her like all this shit. She wouldn't give a fuck. She's like a fucking old ass lady. She's been through all of it. Probably her childhood. She's probably go fuck you. So
kids are so cruel.
Yeah. So then now I'm in the office. I walk in. There's the girl. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, it's something that happened yesterday. So now I'm sitting. I'm like, yeah. I want to know what happened because I don't even know what I did. What the fuck happened? Like, what did I? And then the fucking the one of the key guards outside saw fucking thought that I was like harassing her. Cause like I told her like across the street like, hey, what's up? Just by whatever the guard before hearing what I said was like, oh, you're harassing her, blah blah. I'm like, listen, this is a waste of all of our time. I said, you know, and I look at the girl, I'm like, you know, we're friends. We talk. I'm like, and I say around the teacher, I'm like, and I'm the only one that like basically opens up to you as like a friend and stuff. It's like, why would you want to turn, like why would, and then she's like, oh, but blah, blah, blah. I'm like, so anyway.
I think they just grow accustomed to people being mean to them.
I got away with that fucking thing, that right away they took out the fucking paper to write your whole side of the story, and then another thing that happened in that school that I got away with was, I got into a fight in the locker room, then of course the locker rooms had no cameras, but the gym teacher heard the scuffling. So, there would be, we had a fight, and of course the talk and stuff led out into the gym class, and everybody was talking about it. And, long story short, in my head I go and say, like, I gotta make up some type of story. Like, I don't like this kid, but I gotta make up some type of story to be like, okay, in this school, there's, like, cameras on top of cameras in this school. We're gonna get in trouble. We're gonna get fucking probably arrested. So, let's, like, try to make up the story. So, me and this kid make up a story saying how, we were just, like, wrestling over the Slim Jim. We were wrestling over a Slim Jim, and, we slipped, and that's how we had, like, all the blood, like, the bruises and the blood and stuff. They didn't really believe that, but they kind of let us go.
Either.
They kind of let us go. But no, I really want to tell that fucking story.
Yeah, I threw him into the into the dirt because
I really can't though, because that would make my career go down the fucking drain. So we're gonna go now. But as it is in his podcast. Jack the Bus, 2 hours, man. 2 hour convo.
2 hours. We haven't had a two-person 2 hours in a while.
No. Hey, Near Die, what's up, man?
What's up, dude?
It is what it Near Die actually live streamed yesterday. I was actually falling asleep when he was streaming, but I clicked the like button and I watched Near Die. So Near Die, what's up, man? How's your news? How's your music career going? How's your beat making and how's your music making going?
Beat making. You sound like my father talking about videos.
Beat making.
He's like, how are your? Well, my sister, she'll be like, so are you gaming tonight? I'm like, yeah, but like, don't say that. I'm like, why do you have to put it like that?
Are you gaming tonight?
Are you gaming tonight? I'm like, I mean,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
Yeah.
God damn. Well, people, this has been a great episode 69 of the Iiwii podcast.
We covered a wide variety of topics today.
We did. We went literally because I'm gonna show you how empty this page was. Today I was like, all right, we're gonna talk about Modern Warfare. We're gonna talk about the DLC 4, and I said, but you know what though? Today I just felt it. Tomorrow's my birthday, Jack the Bus.
Tomorrow is your birthday,
and I'm turning 19.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to make this podcast going for any longer, but I kind of had like a little talk to myself last night. Like, listen, man. Means shit. 19 last year being a teenager means nothing. You want to know why? Because when somebody turns 29 and then they go to 30, what difference is that? When they go to 39 and they go to 40, what big difference is that in your life?
You know how much confidence it gives me that Shroud is 25 and can still aim like a god? Do you know how much confidence that gives me? Because every day I'm like, there's these kids on Fortnite that are like 15 that can like are on Adderall that are like swiping their mouth.
You see,
but Shroud's 25 and he's still better than everyone.
I took away the whole being good of the game aspect of my channel away a long time ago. So
because you recognized you aren't.
So
good.
I recognized that I wasn't good, but when but the things I say as I'm shit in the game,
yeah,
it's okay. So but yeah, guys, thank you so much for sticking around. The Iiwii podcast, all 69 episodes. It's amazing, people. Please listen to us. Links in the description on Spotify and iTunes. Leave us a rating. Subscribe to those. What else? Yeah, Jack the Bus wants to do this big end of the DLC 4 Zombies podcast.
September 28th. I'm making a group chat. Turbo Tim, Johnny, Starburst so far. I don't know who else. One more person.
We're gonna get Lex. We gotta
get Lex.
We'll get Lex.
We'll ask Lex.
Lex.
We'll figure it out.
Lex. We're getting Lex. I think Lex would like that though. Lex would enjoy that idea.
I will add him.
Add him.
I will.
All right. We're gonna go. Thank you guys so much for the goodbye to Manson, Pete Boss, Johnny Ducko, Near Die Mundanes Games, Pete, I already said Pete Boss, Chad, everybody who came out here, everybody just in general, the Lagger Rages, Vincenzo, the Diamond Serial, Agents to Kill.
Major for the 69 bits for the 69th episode of the
Thank you, Major, for the 69.
I'll put your name on the board.
Mate, that's a great donation, mate. Great donation. Pizza's in the chat, mate. Pizza's in the chat. Alright, guys. We will see you next Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here and on Jack the Bus's Twitch, twitch.tv/JacktheBus. Or for a brand new It Is What It Is podcast, we will see you guys in the next one. Bye!
Deuces.
Thank you so much for watching the It Is What It Is podcast. Guys, do not forget, every single Saturday right here on the channel, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, is when you'll find the all-new, brand-new It Is What It Is podcast live. Guys, do not forget, in the description is the link to our first sponsor, Touchstone Essentials, for all your organic health needs. Guys, please go check them out. Use our code for 25% off all your purchases on that channel. You got arthritis, your back's killing you, your headaches. Guess what? Instead of taking vitamins that's going to give you side effects, Touchstone Essentials gives you all the organic needs for all you guys to love and enjoy. So guys, go into the description, 25% off. Use our link, and I cannot wait, guys, for more guests to come on the show. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Thank you so much